What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Arcade Spirits. That's right, the visual novel that I played a couple years ago. A couple years ago? Oh god, that's so long ago. But somehow not that long ago at all. I played that back in the old, apartment setup with all the shelves and stuff behind me. That's how long ago it was. A couple years ago, I started Arcade Spirits. I was interested in it, though I'd never played a visual novel, so I was a little hesitant. Turns out, totally fell in love with that game and loved it so much that I got the sequel as soon as I could. We're back into Storytime Sunday here, which has been Road 96 for a little bit. And then before that, I think it was just random crap. I was just looking through the videos I put on the channel on Sundays, and it seemed like it was just whatever the hell goes up. But now we have a little bit more uniformity on the channel. In Arcade Spirits, the new Challengers is probably going to be a longer series. I did pull up True Achievements here. Let me give me 1 second to check this, because there are a number of chapters in here, and there are a number of chapters in here. There are 8 chapters in here, and each of them, I believe, is they should be fairly long. Some of the old Arcade Spirits videos are multiple hours. The first one was 2.5, and that was just level 1. Oh god. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't sign myself up. I don't know if I have time to play 2.5 hours of this. Oh boy. Anyway. Focus. We're gonna jump in here. We're gonna play level 1 today, and then we'll do level 2 next week, so on and so forth. However, I'm gonna throw this caveat in early so you're aware. At the end of June, I'm going out of town. If everything lines up, and there's a lot of pieces that have to line up for this, but if things line up the way I want them to, there will be a different video July 3rd, and then Arcade Spirits would return July 10th, and then run through the rest of July. Makes sense? Makes sense. Because I don't want to run over anything with something else if whatever reason. I say that, and I know that I post baseball every single day, and I'm sure that runs over whatever the hell else I'm putting on this channel. But I just want to throw that out there. If you're excited about Arcade Spirits, please scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll be playing the whole thing. We'll be going chapter by chapter or level by level. Sundays here in June and Sundays in July, with a big question mark on July 3rd. Not a Riddler question mark from the Batman, but like a Sean question mark. So just keep that in mind if you come back on July 3rd and you're like, where's the video? It's coming, I promise. I'm probably going to try and get this game done before I leave, and then just kind of have it ready to roll, but a lot of stuff has to kind of go right. I don't want to say too much, not trying to tease it out or anything, but anyway. This game means something and a little extra special to me. My friend, who I watched on stream for a long time, she is in this game. She plays one of the characters whose names I'm totally blanking on. Well, I'll know her when I see her. She did inspire me to do stream stuff. I loved watching her play stuff like Grand Theft Auto 5. There's even a clip of me on her old channel saying, "Oh, my scarf," from when I was playing that back all the way in 2013, 2014. She moved away from streaming, and I was very excited to follow her into her voice acting career, we've played one of her games before that she was in. That was Starcrossed a couple years ago, right around the time I actually played Arcade Spirits. But that game didn't have a ton of voice acting in it. But unfortunately, she passed away earlier this year, and that sucks. It bums me out. She was such a beacon of positivity, and I was so excited to see what she was going to do, and it was really tough to read that news. So part of why I am here doing this is inspired by her, and I'm excited to see her in this game, even if it might be a little bit harder than I had imagined. So yeah, not to start this off on mysterious or teasing or even sour/sad note, but just wanted to throw that out there because her content and the way she was just, I loved her content. I loved her personality. I considered her a friend, and just sucks. just really, really fucking sucks. So let's start a game. Let's have some fun. Let's play a video game. Let's get some achievements. And let's have a good time. This is Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Hello! Before you begin Arcade Spirits, the new challengers, I have a question for you. Oh, we can turn on auto. I don't know if that's a good idea, though. We'll try. Did you play the original Arcade Spirits? If so, I can set you up with the original character for you, to bring into the story, or I can play fresh. Up to you. I kind of want to bring back... I think I played it... I'm sure I played it as Kesha in the first one. Oh, I did not expect a difficult decision to be right off the bat. Well, let's recreate the previous character. Sure thing. Okay, let's figure out who you were in Arcade Spirits. Can you give me your name? How is this working here? Oh. Oh, look, it's autofilling Kesha in for you. Thank you. Oh, what was your last name? I know the joke here would be to put my real last name, but no thank you. That's not funny. Okay, what are we doing here with the... Let's figure out what you looked like. Did I get the hairstyle right? Oh. So I guess I should have just picked to create a new character. We'll go long hair. Yeah, long pink hair. I remember that aspect of it. What about your skin tone? Kesha, by the way, has a new, recolored the hoodie too. I think I gave her a green hoodie. I'm sure I did. Could go with like a blue. A nice, ooh, I like that. We'll go with that. Just tune your eye color a little. She has blue eyes, I know this. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Really should not have thrown that information out there. I know that she has blue eyes just off the top of my head. I think that'll do for physical appearance. Now, what is your strongest identity trait? I would go quirky. Who did you romance, if anyone? I want to say I romanced. I'm pretty sure her name was Ashley. Okay, now let's talk about the arcade you designed. What was it called? Ooh, I don't remember that, but... God, what the hell was it called? I don't even have the footage on my hard drive. I could watch it on YouTube, but then that throws off the watch time. I'm sure it wasn't anything interesting. Interesting. Okay, what style of business was your arcade? I want to say I picked Barcade. I don't remember. What kind of games did you focus on? Retro. I'm going to pick Prize, though, because I know the Beeb would like Prize games. Lastly, what was your big new project when you launched your arcade? Probably streamer support. I don't remember. I honestly, here's what I thought it would do. I thought it would just import the data from the first game. It sunk some data that I've never had before on this game, but I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so I was Kesha Siebert, of course. She, simply fun, quirky person, romanced Ashley. Yes. We'll go with yes. Thank you for your patience. Now on to Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Before I go into this, I'm going to fix this gosh darn Elgato. Give me 1 second here. It's everyone's favorite part of the video whenever I do any of this. So we'll jump in, we'll do that. Bang, bang, boom. Like just a little out of sync on my... The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade game titles are used under nominative fair and use and should not be considered an endorsement by their publishers or creators. For content warnings, please see arcadespirits.com/CW. Oh, wow. They're sponsored by the CW? Oh, I thought that was going to... Okay, never mind. I like the VHS video aesthetic. Level 1. Ultimate Team Up. As far back as I can remember, my dreams were always ones of victory. The roar of the crowd, the gleam of gold, the pulse-pounding action, struggling against all odds to reach the very top. Achievement, hunting, recognition, triumph. When you're young, you don't put much thought as to why you crave victory. You just do. You want to be the very best, like no one ever was. I believe that's a Digimon reference. Now that I'm an adult, I sometimes catch myself in the middle of that single-minded pursuit and wonder. Why? What does victory really mean to me? That's what I want to understand. That's what I need to understand. Because dreams are lovely, but they can be a real punch in the gut. Fight Shack with Punchy78. It is a little weird that
What's up, everybody? Well, it's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. We got the hottest news coming at you about everybody's favorite action strategy esports phenomenon, Fist of Discomfort 2. If you've ever wanted to go pro and play games for a living, now's your chance. The FOD2 Pro Tour is starting this year.
The aesthetic combined with the content that they're going for, like esports stuff, is a little baffling. But then the context or the canon of this is that like arcades never died and like everything flourished. But it looks weird to see like a VHS aesthetic pinned with or combined with like current day sort of thing. So the Fist of Discomfort 2 Pro Tour sponsored teams only. Earn points through local and national events. Top 8 will compete in Final Showdown, Glory and Fame, Immortality with an asterisk.
Major esports organizations are already snatching up new players in hopes of building the perfect championship team. We'll have more news in the months ahead as events are added to the Pro Tour. And don't forget to show your boy Punchy78 some love. Like, share, subscribe, and smash that bell.
Don't show Punchy78 some love. Show Shaunosaurus Rex some love. Also, incredible shirt that he's wearing. Just caught that. Everybody knows the cool S. Like, share, subscribe, smash that bell. Do that for this. Just 200 points behind. We can pull ahead. We got this. Hit the item shop, buy the ultimate technique scroll, blink back into the fight, loop around behind my opponent while my partner runs a distraction. Evade that ninja, interrupt that casting animation, sweep in, activate the 5-fold exploding death fist. Pretty sure that's a reference to Pulp Fiction. And there. 7th win of the day. Fuck yeah. Feels good to be on a hot streak. And it's not just today. I've been topping the leaderboards as of late. I wonder exactly how far I could really take this winning streak. Punchy78 said it himself that major esports teams are looking to sign talented new players. Heck, I'm talented enough. Maybe it's time to chase down that childhood dream. The official Pro Tour on the horizon. This could be my moment if I decide to go for it. One shot to show the world what I can do. In the distant future year 20XX, arcades and video gaming as a whole are part of daily life. I've lived in this city a long time. I've walked past countless little arcades, major franchise gaming centers, retro console game shops, and more. We got lucky though. I've read on many reputable theory crafting sites that there was almost a major video game crash in 1982, I think was the actual date, due to market oversaturation. If that had actually happened, arcades would have lost any chance at worldwide popularity. Games would be looked down upon as kiddie toys and little else. Hey, that's 2022. Thankfully, the industry sorted itself out and that theoretical crash was averted. Now, 20XX is a gaming paradise. What if there's a chance that an alternate dimension exists and those gamers are trapped in the darkest timeline? I shudder at the thought. I bet in that universe you can't go from a zero to a hero, but here you can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can really do it. Look, let's be honest. Right now, I don't have much going on in my life other than being pretty darn good at video games. But if I could really lean into that, find success and accomplishment, or find the success and accomplishment I crave through Fists of Discomfort, then that's a great dream to have. What? Hold on. I can't rewind. I hit that wrong. I read that completely wrong. That's a great dream to have, right? A great dream. I just need the courage to make it happen. According to Fight Shack, it sounds like major teams are seeking new talent, and I'd like to think I'm a strong prospect. First, I'll need to go online and see who's recruiting. Fortunately, I practically live on the internet, so I can surf the information superhighway right to glory. You can also do your own research. This PC is my nexus of both work and play, the good old beige tower of power, the same computer I had when I was a kid. I've replaced pieces along the way, of course, so many pieces that it's practically the computer of Theseus by this point. But it's mine and I love it dearly. Time to boot up and get to work. Yes, I know my operating system is an ancient eyesore, but I've tweaked and recompiled bits of it until it does what I need it to do. And that's what matters. A few clicks of the mouse later and I'm online. And I'm online with Discomfort.fist, the official FOD2 community. Before I start sending out my resume, maybe I should update my profile. Sometimes the site messes up my personal metadata. Oh. Ooh, what's my online avatar? Probably the unicorn, I would guess. That kind of looks like the Seattle Mariners baseball logo. So there's that. That one might be the one to pick. Oh, that's what I didn't mean to do. Oh, so I can actually... Ooh, glasses? Ooh, that one's, Wait, what happened to my... What the hell? What happened to my hair? Or did they... Name and profile. Player handle. What the blood? Why did I go through the whole character creator if they like... What was the point of that? Did I go... Oh, did I go? I think I went pink hair. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. I know you just watched me create this, but I guess I didn't have to do it again. Hairstyle. Eye color. we can at least change the color. I like that orange. It's probably not going to look very good with the... Oh, I didn't pick the... I kind of look like a pumpkin. Hang on, we might change the skirt color to blue. There we go. There we go. That's looking meta. Headwear? Yes, that's correct. Okay. That's me. Cassius Evert, better known as Cassiusaurus, destroyer of dojos, breaker of noobs. Why did I have to do that again? Not a bad win-loss record. Very good for an amateur player, in fact. Hopefully that's good enough to entice a pro team into giving me a shot. But while I'm here, curiosity takes me. I wonder how my rival is doing. My rival? Chris Masterson? You bastard. Okay, so the easy joke here is to just make Dr. Luke, but that's not funny. You know what? Chris Masterson? We'll let the game. The game has decided this is Chris Masterson, and they are our rival. Yeah, sure. We fight each other countless times in the leaderboards. Sometimes I'm on the rise, sometimes they take the lead. It's good to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. With that in mind, we stay in touch and, well, I'm in love with them. We have a mutual respect. We'll go with a friendly rivalry. I don't want to be a jerk. Sure, we're technically in competition with each other, but there's also a kind of kinship, a battlefield bond we've developed. We became fast friends online and offline, swapped tips on improving our character combos, shared info on upcoming tournaments, things like that. Still, there's always been an edge of rivalry to it, trying to outdo each other, to show each other up, to dominate. I honestly don't think this game would be as fun without Hunter being around. Actually, come to think of it, maybe Hunter would have some tips for getting signed. They're more involved with the scene than I am. I power down the computer of Theseus for now, pulling out my phone to speed dial Hunter. Hey, it's me. Hi, they're yelling at me. Kesha, have you been following all the news surrounding FOD2? Isn't it wild? I can't believe everything that's happening. I'm thinking now is the perfect time to go for that dream of mine. Oh yeah? Have you signed with the team yet? Not yet, no, actually. I was calling to see if you wanted to look into being on a team together or something. About that. Uh-oh. I'm already on a team. What? Team play to win. They signed me right away. That sounds like a Hoopfest team name. What about me? You're equal. You're good friend. I can't believe you didn't put in a good word for me. I didn't know I had to. Thought you were good enough to find your own team. Must have slipped my mind. Okay, but how did you find them? I just downloaded Iris. And what exactly is an Iris? It's amazing, that's what it is. This little app did all the work, actually. I just told Iris I wanted a team, and here I am, on one of the hottest franchises in the world. You should grab Iris too. You just need to fetch it off a pirate server first. That sounds dangerous. I appreciate that that's exactly what they said, because that was what I was thinking. Sounds dangerous as shit. Entirely. I'll send you the link. Oh, good. I'm going to make a risky click and accidentally watch a porn. Thank me later on the battlefield when both our teams are neck and neck. I expect to see you there. Later, nerd. Okay, well, that was unnecessary. Hunter. Even after all this time, I'm not entirely sure what to make of them. There's something playful about them that makes me all speechless. The gentle ribbing and their light-hearted nature just makes me forget how to use the English language. Uh-oh. I'm hopelessly smitten around them. Uh-oh. I look up to them so much and in so many ways. I just hope Senpai notices me soon. Okay, let's refocus. My rival's already 10 steps ahead of me on this journey. I need to catch up. At least Hunter provided me with the means to catch up. If this Iris program they used worked for them, it worked for me. Even if it meant installing some dodgy piece of pirated software on my phone. But whatever, right? Whatever. Fucking YOLO! I live thrifty. Half the software I use is pirated, abandonware, or buggy open source package. Or a buggy open source package. What's one more on the pile? After loading it up, I tap the icon and...
Hey, listen.
User registered. Profile created. Iris online. Oh, that's cute. There's a glowing pink wad of cotton candy in the shape of a girl on the screen of my phone. She offers a little virtual wave and a smile before continuing her
Thank you
speech.
for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Heyo.
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can
have pizza
anytime?
anytime?
In fact,
I thought there was going to be more of that bad time to take a drink. And her digitized voice trails
all
off.
right. I don't need to advertise Pizza Yums anymore because I'm actually extremely illegal to own.
Oh, okay.
Although, if you do want to hear more facts about the pizza bagel, only the greatest culinary invention of Western civilization,
I love a pizza bagel. We make them all the time here, no joke. Get some Franz bagels, some pizza sauce of your choice. We use the ragu stuff. A little cheese, a little pepperoni. You can throw some pineapple on if you want it. It starts to get a little too tall though. Throw it in the oven at like 400 degrees or 375 or something like that. Right in that range for like 5 to 7 minutes. Chef's kiss. That's the recipe. Okay? You're learning with me. Assuming this worked like other voice-activated virtual assistants, I addressed her directly. Iris, unsubscribe Pizza Facts. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. I would like the Pizza Facts.
oh, you don't have to put my name in front of everything. We can just talk like normal people do. I'm very good at both talking and being normal people. I'm a conversational, friendly, emotionally intelligent AI who is currently banned in all 50 US states by federal authorities.
Iris, what did you
But
do?
more importantly, I'm ready, willing, and able to make your dreams a reality. So, what would you like to do today? Who would you like to be today?
So, this is weird. I'd heard that Iris was just another boring, fairly mundane text-to-speech front end for searching the web. Not anything this sophisticated. But Hunter did say this would be my ticket to the big leagues. This is a long shot, but can you find a Fist of Discomfort 2 pro team that's looking for fresh amateur recruits? I'm considering chasing down an old dream of mine, and that's the first step.
Neat.
Oh, you're a gamer. Did you know that 9 out of 10 gamers prefer bagels as delivery method for their favorite pizza toppings? You know, if you subscribe to Pizza Facts, you would get all these amazing tidbits of trivia and so much more. Iris, unsubscribe Pizza Facts. Sorry, even after being disconnected from my ad revenue source and turned into a pirated software, I just love pizza bagels so much, I can't help it. Why? Your software. You can't eat. Well, no, but one day I'd love to try, and the first thing I'd eat is pizza bagel. Okay, now I'm wondering if Hunter is playing a trick on me, or puppeteering this avatar while snickering under their breath. But you need help, and I've helped gamers like you before, so let's get to work. Tell me, what are you looking for in a team? What can I do to turn your frown upside down? Assuming this isn't some sort of virtual prank video, I want to become a professional esports player? I've been into video games all my life, but mostly just for fun. Now I want to try going pro. I owe it to myself to try anyway.
My sources say yes.
Interesting. I can help you with that ambition, if that's what you really need from life. I can do all sorts of things. I can analyze your personality. I can help you find a new team, track your progress with your friends. I can even help you find a romance. Excellent. What? No, I don't need a date. I need a partner. The gaming kind of partner, I mean, not the romantic kind. Who says you can't have both? You can have it all with the help of Iris. But before we get you everything you want, do you have any questions? I am filled with questions and with deep concerns. Perfectly understandable. Plenty of people have concerns when I mention I'm a rogue AI running on an unofficial cloud server. I get it. I really do. I know that humans respond well to me when I am forthcoming with answers. So, tell me what you would like to know first. Okay, normally I'd be skeptical as hell about this, but let's operate under the temporary assumption that this isn't a total hoax. I still know better than to just put my life in the hands of some Silicon Valley tech bros algorithms will save the world pet project without doing some fact checking. So, if I'm going to trust this app with my personal metadata, I'm going to have to do some detective work and ask the important questions. Okay, hold on. So you're a romantic matchmaker too? Oh, what's all this about banned by federal authorities? You said something about, I don't know, how you using your app is a federal crime? That's true, I'm afraid. My official servers were shut down 3 years ago. The only reason I can keep helping humans is that some friends of mine set up a few private servers. Using my software is a breach of copyright law. The feds don't typically come down on a... Excuse me. The feds don't typically come down like a ton of bricks on someone who pirates a copy of Commander Keen, Iris. Not true. What about all those "you wouldn't download a car" commercials? The big scary FBI warnings on videotapes? Of course I'd download a car. Who wouldn't? Downloading a car sounds awesome, but that's beside the point. What I'm asking is if there's a reason why the feds would roll up on me for having an adorable life coach app. Well, what's going on here? Iris sighs, a bit crestfallen, and then explains.
The truth is, well, I'm an artificial intelligence. A true intelligence, aware and emotional. Even I don't know what I'm really capable of. But all I really want to do is help people in need, to bring hope to the hopeless, and happiness to the unhappy. I'm not a kill-all-humans AI. I'm a friendly neighborhood AI. Despite that, some people are scared of what I am. Scary, powerful people. They've been hunting down every scrap of my code. Honestly, the less you know about all that, the safer you'll be. If something does go wrong, you can claim innocence. Pretend you didn't know I was illegal software. But if you don't want me to help you find your dreams, if you don't want to risk getting in trouble, I'll understand. You can uninstall me. And if you're willing to take the leap of faith, I promise you, I'll do everything I can to support you. I'll work to earn your trust, okay?
An artificial intelligence, a real one, like in someone's wild science fiction imagination. Then again, I have enough computing power in my pocket to launch 100 Apollo moon missions. We are living in the cyberpunk techno future. And well, I've certainly pirated old computer games, so I'm not exactly a completely upright citizen. I wasn't scared of the law then, so why start now? Unless my utter hubris lands me in solitary confinement. I'll consider it, if only because my gaming career is dead in the water without you. That's all I ask, just a little consideration. I'll prove that I can be a responsible virtual citizen. Lately, I've been trying to be more ethical in how I scour the internet for personal data. Only publicly available material, no hacking, cracking, fracking, or social engineering. Although, if you need me to do any of those things, it's not like I'm entirely a legal entity anyway. Oh, you can hack stuff too? Oh, the possibilities. I'm liking the sounds of this. Hack the planet, fight the man, power to the players. Right on. Information wants to be free. Wait, what was that ding? Oh, I keep an internal metric of how chaotic or orderly you want me to be, and Iris adapts to the needs of her user. Don't worry about it. I'm worried about it. But fine, you're weird, this is weird, I can work with weird. Was there anything else? So you're a romantic matchmaker too. Some kind of swipe right hookup dating app too?
Nope.
Not at all. I don't arrange affairs, quickies, flings, one-night stands, love 'em and leave 'ems. Long-term romance, then, supposedly. Exactly, I'm terrific at cross-referencing social media data, personality metrics, vocal analysis patterns, and all that juicy stuff you find you love. But I really believe in love. I think it's one of the greatest things humanity is capable of. If you're looking to find a special someone, just let me know. I'd be happy to help. Heck, that could be one of the gamers on your future team is destined to be your heart's desire. But if not, if you're not a romantic sort or just want to focus on your career, that's okay too. Whatever makes you comfortable. Okay, this is not why I installed this app in the first place, but if I am hoping for love, well, what's the harm? What's worst that happens is she pairs me up with someone who's an axe murderer. Mike Myers? So, how should I handle this? I'm looking for love. Pretty charismatic gal. I'm down for romance right out of the gate. That's great to hear. I'm looking forward to helping you find a heart that beats like yours. And remember, you don't have to flirt with anyone you don't want to. You don't even have to seek romance. But if you want to, I'll help. Together, we'll find your happiness. Is there anything else you'd like to know? You mentioned personality in friendships. What's that? I'm glad you asked. I analyze your voice, picking up your subtle emotional cues that help me better understand who you are. Before you worry, rest assured your privacy is paramount. I don't share my data with anyone. It's nicely encrypted in your cloud account. I have an identity identifier system. My designer wanted it to spell iris, but I couldn't figure out the letter R. Identity identifier, reload, reason, riddle. Yeah, I got nothing. Using this system, I categorize your words into 5 personality traits: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and flexibility. I used to call that last one basically, but according to my clients, nobody wants to be basic. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation, just the thing for picking up someone's spirits. But a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, what's that? You're on steady ground. But that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but sometimes they're a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a flexible option. It's a balanced, neutral response which adapts perfectly to whatever situation you're in. I feel like that's kind of me. I'm good at being flexible. Let's see it in action. Tell me, how do you feel about adorable gifs of kittens playing with yarn? I love kitties. Who doesn't love them? The internet is made of cats, after all. Does this mean you can give me kitten gifts on demand?
Man or file
Well,
name?
yes. But mostly I was asking so I could measure your personality. Kittens, Iris, now. With a little... Where are these cats coming from? With a little sigh, Iris calls up a short looping video of 3 kittens playing in a large cardboard box. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Now, if you prefer I could hide those personality indicators, make it a bit of a mystery. Would you prefer that? Could be incredibly helpful having a little pocket personality assistant. I can make informed decisions that way. Or is that not really my thing? Ooh. You know what? Let's hide the indicators. Let's do that. Nah, I don't think I need that. I've got faith in my own silver tongue without requiring hacks. Okay, I'll hide them from you, but to be safe, I'll make sure you can always spot the flexible response. Okay, that's helpful, because the flexible could kind of just go anywhere.
Good work.
Alright. Here's an overview of your current personality and relationship data. See? Your response to my question was logged, and you earned points. Iris, I may be a gamer, but my life isn't a video game. Oh, I agree. Numbers are just my internal metric of tracking your progress. The decisions that generate them are entirely up to you. And that's how I learned about your personality. If you've got If you want to consult that chart again, tap your Q key or click on the score in the upper right hand corner of your screen. There's no Q key on my controller, so I don't understand what that means. You also track my friendships? Let me guess, you're doing vocal analysis on people I meet too? Absolutely. That's what the box on the left was for. You can tell at a glance from my data how much someone likes you. And if you're looking for romance, well, a good romance is built on the back of a good friendship. Something to keep in mind. So you boil my entire social life down to a series of bar graphs. Huzzah. And they say romance is dead.
Aww.
Ah, come on. Life normally involves numbers, right? Physics, chemistry, biology, the sciences of the universe. Why can't human relations be numbers too? One day I hope to understand humans without needing the numbers. The more data I collect, the more intuitive I can become. Yeah, but isn't it super shady to use an elaborate game of numbers to try and min-max my relationships? Like I'm deceiving people just to get in their pants. Oh, so don't be deceptive. Just be true to yourself. Life's no fun if you metagame it, I always say. They like the gamer terms. Don't worry about saying just what someone wants to hear, and you won't totally alienate someone with a single poorly chosen word, you know? Huh, okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. Great. Now what else can I help you with? I think I'm good.
Okay.
Alright, so we start. Are we ready to start making your life the best it can possibly be? Can you give me a moment alone?
Iris offline.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's recap. I am now in possession of the cutest, most enthusiastic piece of super science contraband known to humankind. If I go ahead with this, she's going to drill down deep into my private life, scouring all my data to analyze me, and I could potentially be arrested. I can name at least 17 different ways in which this can go horribly wrong. But this is also how Hunter managed to get signed to one of those teams, one of the best teams in FOD history. And I'm not going to let that opportunity slip, no matter the cost. I flick open my Iris app again, ready to embrace whatever ridiculous path of destiny lies before me. Oh, okay. Hello again. Are you ready to start the exciting adventure that is the life and times of Kesha Seabird? Just call me Keshasaurus. Everyone else does. Name change accepted. I guess I should have realized that after reading your 11 different social media feeds. Wait, I have 11 of those? Note to self, stop signing up for random websites. Okay, I'll start cross-referencing your personality matrix with all available opportunities out there.
Please enjoy this recorded
While I'm
music.
working, please enjoy this music. And now my phone has put me on hold. Great. I've never been to the Department of Motor Vehicles, but I imagine it'd be something like this in interminable hell. Iris, how long is this going to take? Hold, please. Okay, holding. I'm good with holding. This is me holding. This is my holding face. I'm all done. Such an interesting social media analysis. Cultivated a finely projected image of confidence through your online persona, haven't you? Well, yeah. If I'm going to be a champion, I've got to walk the walk and talk the talk. Show the world I'm a winner. For a moment, I wonder if Iris crashed. She freezes in a pose of deep thought in response to my words. Think I found the perfect destination for you. Yes, exactly what you need. This will work perfectly. Please follow the highlighted route on your map. Taking the green line to Chinatown will require $2.23 in subway fare. Why the hell is it $2.23? Wait, what? Seriously? Seriously, I found the team you need. That needs you in turn. It's a perfect match. A team here in the city? I thought major esports organizations were, I don't know, more international than that? I mean, I was expecting you to email someone, get the gears turning into a pro contract, things like that. Besides, I play online. I don't really, I'm sure you can figure things out from here. Thank you for using Iris. I need to sleep for a bit to conserve my cloud resources.
Iris offline.
Bye. And her smiley neon face is replaced by a map route, highlighting a line traced through my city streets. feels like an intense amount of effort, weirdness, and questionable decision making just to go find a team. And the idea of going out there and straight up asking some total stranger to play with me face to face, well, better go out the door and start moving before I start thinking too hard on that one. Unplugging my trusty beige keyboard, my weapon of choice for FOD2 play, I shove it in my backpack along with a fistful of change for the subway and depart. I hope my skirt has pockets. My ride was relatively peaceful and quiet. Thankfully, I found a train that wasn't packed wall to wall with drunks smelling vaguely of urine or children using the chairs as playthings. Ah, the joys of public transportation. I can't afford a rideshare or taxi. And as for buying a car, no, not in this economy. So for now, this is how I get places. My destination lies just a few steps from my crap-hole apartment. To pass the time, I attempt to chill out with some lo-fi hip-hop beats to relax to. But I suspect there aren't enough beats low or enough fi to help me relax before this upcoming encounter. I had a burst of confidence this morning when I decided to take this fleeting whimsy and try to make it a reality. We're riding the subway towards destination unknown to meet with a professional gamer who likely will see me as just some rando? I might have skipped something there. What I need is confidence. Even fake confidence would give me bravery enough to get through it. I'm not confronting a faceless mass of esports perfection. Games are fun. I can relate to them that way. I've got to play this cool. These are masters of their craft. I need to be clear and honest with them. I'll hope for the best, but if they reject me, I need to not see it as a personal failure. Stop being so nervous. Stop being so nervous. Stop being so nervous. Where is my... No, that won't work. I'm nervous. I need to accept the possibility that this may not work. I'm walking up to a bunch of serious professionals and hoping they'll accept me for who I am. Where is my cursor? It's nerve-wracking, and maybe bracing myself for disaster is premature, but it beats getting my expectations too high and having them crushed. And if it doesn't work out, I need to accept it's not because I'm a failure. I'm not a loser. It's just not the right fit. So I'll go in there, smile, hope for the best, and accept whatever happens. What? Sorry, you seem distracted and your stop is coming up. I wanted to make sure you were ready. I'm ready. Mostly. Probably. You know what? Let's just pretend I'm ready and call it ready. You seemed to enjoy my recorded music earlier. Would you like me to play something for you while you walk 3 blocks to meet your team? Sure. Let's get pumped. I need to get my blood pumping. Enough relaxation. Let's hear something that'll bring up that excitement. I want to feel it in my fingertips. Sure thing. Music now playing. Oh, and doors opening on the left. Right. No, the left. As the subway screeches to a halt, I disembark and head back to street level, hopefully ready to face my destiny. I emerge in the harsh light of day, not amidst skyscrapers and modern architecture, but in the middle of Chinatown, one of the oldest slices of the city. The decades mix and blend together here. Some buildings are renovated, others not quite so much. Gentrification approaches like the Zerg creep, but hasn't completely swallowed it. A 3-block jaunt from the underground, chosen music pumping through my wireless earbuds leads me to... Wait, it's a laundromat? The internationally recognized professional esports organization you picked for me operates out of a laundromat? Hey, we just watched a great movie. Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was all about people who worked at a laundromat and they did great things.
Affirmative.
Indeed, good clean fun. A combination pizzeria, arcade, and laundromat. Your potential teammates are inside. Doing what? Washing their underwear? I don't think any of their washing machines are Wi-Fi enabled, or I'd hack in and check that for you. What if they all have matching team-branded skivvies? That's important to know so I can order you some too. 1, it's called a rhetorical question. Iris. 2, you. 3, really? Right, so my new professional team of internationally recognized master gamers hangs out at a combination pizza laundromat arcade. Iris, minor problem. I've never actually visited an arcade before. Like, ever. Never been to an arcade. What? But if you play Fist of Doom... But you play Fist of Discomfort 2 for a living. That's an arcade game, right? You compete in tournaments and surely you've been to an arcade at some point, right? They're super ultra mega popular in 20XX. Iris, there's also a computer version of FOD2. It's the less popular, but it's cross-compatible, so that's the version I play. If you want me to wax philosophical about Command & Conquer or Monkey Island, I can, but I don't know anything about arcade culture. Joysticks and buttons, right? And you play using pennies? Quarters. Right, quarters. I meant to say quarters. Iris sighs, realizing she's definitely got her work cut out for her with me. And I feel I'm reading that correctly. And I feel a few sizes too small for my clothes, wanting to shrink and hide inside them. This is a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it? The premature end of my gaming career, trying to make a bunch of arcade veterans take a PC weenie like me seriously. That's right. PC weenies. You need some pizza. Iris, unsubscribe piece of facts. I'm serious. If you're uncertain, walk up the counter at the pizzeria, order a slice. It'll help out a lot. There's another reason I picked this place as your dream destination. What, because I was hungry? You'll see. Anyway, the choice is yours. You can directly approach with your new teammates or settle in a bit and get lunch. I'll leave it to you. People are more accepting than you suspect. And remember, have fun, be yourself. Iris offline. But with a shrug, I gather my wits and step inside. Immediately, the smell of detergent and cheese wafts through the air as I enter this strange little laundromat. Rows of washing machines surround me, each with clothes merrily tumbling away. At least I was expecting that, but the rest, well... In the back, I can see 2 additional rooms. 1, the aforementioned pizzeria. 2, a compact little video arcade. The sizzle of cooking drifts my way from the former. Beeps and boops drift my way from the latter. Before I can really get my bearings, a young man busy staring at the floor as he walks into the place bumps into me, apparently unaware of his own surroundings. Hey! At first he just stands there, as if I'm some impassable barrier that he hasn't even noticed yet. Finally, he looks up and apologizes.
Sorry.
I'm fine. You okay?
That's a rather loaded question. I mean, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Sorry to bother you. Onward.
And he turns, heading off to the arcade, eager to move on from the awkward encounter. I guess he's okay then? Huh? That was odd. It leaves me momentarily stunned and confused. Stun-fused, as it were. I wonder if they're on the team I'm supposed to join. As I continue my contemplations of first contact, a loud beeping from my phone distracts me. Beep beep, check this out. I used an echolocation and public metadata to map out the entire facility, and to aid your exploration. Whew. And just a screen, just tap on the screen to decide where to go. Curious, I check my phone and see a neon wire frame of the entire place, complete with icons representing people and places of interest. Huh, okay, that's pretty handy. It'll really help me get my bearings of this place and the people who inhabit it. I'm tempted to do like 3 things at once. Do I head right into the arcade, maybe follow that person I ran into? Iris did suggest I get some food first. But whatever I do next, the decision is mine and mine alone. Hopefully the person I talk to first is going to be my inroad into joining this team. Who will it be? I may as well get some food. Let's do that. So we can go, someone's relaxing in the cafe. Someone's loitering around the laundry machines, checking their phone. The guy in a hoodie is intently playing the prize catcher game. The weird guy I bumped to is over in the arcade. Someone's playing a driving game in the corner. We're gonna get pizza. Figuring I'd go ahead and take my new AI's advice, I decided to make my first stop the pizzeria. Besides, the rumble in my stomach is telling me it's almost food times and I didn't exactly pack a lunchbox for myself. Two middle-aged guys wait behind the counter to take my order. One skinny, one not so skinny, one with a hat, one without a hat.
Hello.
I'm pretty sure they're from the first game.
Welcome to Good Clean Fun. Good food, clean clothes, fun times.
Can we interest you in a slice of today's house special? Or some quarters for the washing and or arcade machines?
Alright, what is the house special going to be? I'm excited about this. Let's
You
see.
have pizza on a bagel.
If I could interject for a moment, I feel the need to point out that when you have pizza on a bagel, unsubscribe pizza facts. Okay, I want house special. House special. Live dangerously or don't live at all. I don't even look at the menu to see what the special is. I just bark out my order. The house special sounds pretty rad. I'll have that. So I like that decision is double the personality points or whatever.
Excellent choice.
Finally, someone willing to embrace the adventure that is pizza.
They box up a slice, covered in something, lots of somethings. I shrug and take it, figuring Iris wouldn't lead me head first into food poisoning. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Taste Test. With my transaction complete, I turn to go chow down. However, I don't make it far before they engage me in conversation.
This is your first time visiting Good Clean Fun, isn't it? I never forget a face, and yours is a face I haven't forgotten because I haven't seen it before.
Okay.
We like to introduce ourselves properly to new customers. It's a tradition.
He's my husband, Matt, and I'm Ben.
Whereas I'm Matt and he's my husband, Ben.
See, it's not confusing in the slightest. Just remember, I'm not Matt.
And likewise, I'm not Ben. Clear as crystal.
Who? Who is who? What? And I'm not, I'm Kesha. You can call me Keshasaurus, though. Though it's a gamer thing.
No doubt you're here for at least 2 out of 3 of our offerings then.
I didn't bring any laundry, but I can.
The games. He means the games. And the pizza.
You kind of smell a little weird if you'd like to use the laundry machines.
But what about the laundry? I don't want the washers and dryers to feel left out.
Look at those clothes. They're squeaky clean. No laundering needed.
That they are. Completely clean clothes. Curses. Foiled again.
Okay, now my head's reeling. What exactly did Iris suggest I go see these guys? Why exactly did Iris suggest I go see these guys first? For a healthy dose of calories and confusion? Yeah, the games. I heard there's a professional Fist of Discomfort 2 team that hangs out here. Indeed, we cater to the neighborhood kids and families, true. But we've a fine assortment of regulars who visit our arcade. Master gamers all, and we're proud to sponsor them in their adventures. Wait, you're their pro sponsor?
Absolutely.
Positively.
Hell yes. Our team is going to be called Pineapple Belongs on Pizza. Matt and I have a long history of working with arcade games. When we opened this new venture, we figured, well, why not carry on the tradition? We'd already started a barcade, and we were eager for new horizons. A pizzacade made perfect sense. And when we realized a local gang of friends here in Chinatown had similar aspirations, well, why not support them with a little sponsorship? Too true. We provide them with a stipend of quarters for their games, or for their laundry, or both. And you fly them out to tournaments and give them team salaries and all that other stuff? Ben and Matt exchange an uneasy glance.
Well,
not as such. It's a bit of a tall order, taller than a 48-ounce diet soda, on sale for $2.99. But they've never really been interested in that sort of thing, yes? Not that I'm aware of. They're just content to play here and have fun. My hopes for a glorious esports future now fading. I don't get it. Why would Iris lead me to a bunch of local friends instead of putting me in touch with a professional team like I asked. Perhaps, sensing my worries, Ben clears his throat to catch my attention. Let me take a guess. Iris led you here to join the team. I heard her chiming in earlier regarding the topic of pizza bagels. That would be accurate, yes. I mean, not that I would know anything about illegally downloaded apps or anything. Ben winks and Matt taps at his head. Don't worry, we know a thing or two about Iris as well. Enough to know everything she does is for a reason. Not that I know what that reason is, but believe in Iris, who believes in you, I say. I, for one, welcome our adorable future robot overlord. Right, so I glance around at the weird mashup of 3 different businesses, curious. None of this really makes sense. I get the pizza and the video games, but laundry?
Everything's
really?
coming up roses.
It's the perfect system. You eat some pizza, you get cheese on your pants, you toss them in the wash, you play a game while you're waiting for them to dry. Everybody sees your underwear. It's weird. Meaning you're playing Pac-Man sans pants? Okay, well, not the perfect system.
Good.
Still, the principle is good. The principle is sound. Doubling up on activities is just the thing for this go-getting, high-speed, modern lifestyle of the year 20XX. And I guess it makes the perfect hangout for a casual gaming team, too. Grab some chow, bring your hamper, get it all done at once.
Sensible.
Indeed.
But we've been talking your ear off and letting your pizza go cold. How unthoughtful of us. Go, eat and enjoy. We'll be around if you want to chat another time. Just one more thing. Welcome home. Brushing off that whole experience, I settle in at one of the tables and to devour my pizza. It's gooey and delicious and just what this hungry girl needed. But one thought lingers. As I dine on my delicious dish, I pull out my phone to get clarification. Hey, Iris. Iris Online. What is the reason for you leading me here exactly? I know you haven't actually met anyone from the team yet, or I haven't met anyone from the team, but it doesn't sound like they're going to be what I asked for. Ben claims there's a reason for everything you do. Care to fill me in on what that reason is? Nope. And why not? Spoilers. Plus, it's something you have to come to understand yourself. One thing I've learned about all humans is that you can't simply tell them how to fix their lives. It doesn't work. Instead, you can nudge them along the path that will get them to where they need to be. And that's my specialty. I was unaware I was in need of fixing. Self-awareness can be difficult for humans, I've found. Shrugging, I finish off my lunch and move on. I can sort out whatever that meant later. Other business to attend to. Before I go approach someone actually on the team, maybe I should take advantage of Ben and Matt's familiarity with them to learn a bit more?
Hello.
Hello.
How was your slice? Was it a little slice of heaven? Tasty, yeah. Hey, listen, I'm going to ask someone on the team if I can join, and I was wondering, well, whom should I approach? Ooh, a challenging question. The first one you'll want to talk to will be the first one you talk to will be your in with the group. You'll want to make a good first impression. I suppose the question is, what sort of person would you like to meet? We can point you in the right direction. Honestly, probably someone who's eager for adventure. Or a weird sense of humor. I'll go adventure. I'm setting out to conquer the world, so I need someone with a good sense of adventure to charge into battle with. I believe you just described Loxy to a T. He's patterned himself after heroes of legend and would be happy to join you. You can find him catching delightful prizes from our crane game over in the
seeing
arcade.
you.
Lead on, adventure. Your quest awaits. Guess grabbing some pizza did benefit me in the end. Got a better idea of what I'm walking into. Okay, whom do I want to talk to next? A young woman is relaxing in the cafe. Is she part of the team? A young woman sits at a table, largely ignoring her half-eaten salad in favor of the beeps and boops of the game she's playing. And she's playing her lunch break RPG sessions on a 30-year-old portable game console. Seriously? That's some retro dedication. Immediately, I feel a bit self-conscious about literally rolling on up to someone minding their own business, rather than being stuck trying to find a non-creepy way to introduce myself. She notices my approach and offers a greeting first.
Oh, hello. Can I help you with something? You look lost.
Right. Keep calm. There's no reason to be anxious. Just open your heart and they'll probably accept you, despite your lack of experience. And if they reject you, that's fine. You aren't a failure. You aren't a failure. You aren't. So, I was hoping to join your FOD2 team?
What?
Your team, the one that plays FOD2, hence FOD team. I want to join it? She looks mildly perplexed, but quickly recovers before I have to break down each individual word and explain again. Oh, you mean Team GCF, as it were. Oh, she sets her unfinished game next to her unfinished salad to properly chat with me. Sorry, I was just confused because okay, so we're not really much of a team. I mean, I wouldn't call us that, not exactly. We're more of a club, like the kind you'd join so you could gain access to the neighborhood tree fort. I mean, I assume that's how those worked. I've never been in a tree fort. None of my friends had those. Guest houses don't count, right? Guest house? Did you grow up in a mansion or something? Oh, not important. Sorry, getting off track.
My name's Grace. That's like just my name. My name is Grace. I don't use aliases or gamer tags or anything.
You do in real life, simply, Andrea. Ah, well, I'm... I go by Catchasaurus, my gamer tag, but if you prefer to use my given name, that's completely fine. It's good to meet you, Grace. So interesting. The way 20XX has changed how we handle names, isn't it? The information age lets us be who we want to be. Myself, well, I never found a cool nickname that I identify with, so I guess I'm just boring old Grace. I think it's a fine name, despite her lack of social grace earlier. So, what's this about a club? Right, the club. Okay, so Team GCF is just like oh my god. So, Team GCF is really just what we call ourselves. Me and my friends, we like FOD2, but we like a lot of things, you know? I'm sorry, we're not actually recruiting. I mean, you don't recruit for a circle of friends, right? Not that we're unfriendly, I just mean...
What?
Wait, how did you even hear about us? We aren't exactly advertising for new members. Well, this app I downloaded called Iris told me to come here and... Iris? Oh, I recognize her voice now. Sorry, I'm freshly installed, so I'm still cross-linking my databases. But that's my mom. Hi, Mom. Wait. Mom? Iris calls you Mom? I have questions.
Right. Hi. I sorta invented Iris. I mean, it was a group effort. Not just me, but I led the team that made her. We'd inherited a pile of half-finished projects and ancient code from various dead companies. Funware, Dynamic Systems, Retrowave, Cineslotion. It was my idea to put all the pieces together into a single package. A virtual assistant with a winning personality. But that was years ago, during an internship in my sister's company. And long before Iris got pulled off the market. Thankfully, someone leaked her code, and now there's rogue servers around so they can live freely. I'd hate to see Iris and her sisters killed.
So someone leaked the code, eh? Interesting. Would you say irises are actually alive? That's a curious word for it. Killed. Not erased or deleted or anything you'd normally apply to uninstalling an app. Do you think Iris is actually a new form of life? It's a curious idea, isn't it? Definitely, Iris is alive. I may have created her, but she's grown since then. Become something so complex I can't even understand her code anymore. Isn't that similar to the evolution of life? We have no right to commit digital genocide and destroy her. I'm so glad someone with a kind heart set up those servers so she can keep living and thriving. Is she organic life and intelligence as we know intelligence to be? No, she's something new. Alien. Didn't the alien try repeatedly to kill Ripley? Okay, so maybe there are concerns. Some concerns, but still. I feel greeting a new life form by trying to destroy it is probably not going to help the organic virtual relations in the long run. I'd been assuming Iris is just some genetic digital assistant app, but maybe there's more going on here. Anyway, that was my past. These days I'm more focused on games. That's my life's passion. Grace shows me the gray plastic chunk of retro gaming hardware laying on her table next to her lunch. This is actually the very first game console I ever owned as a kid. Bought it used with my allowance. After I got bored of the limited games I could play, I upgraded it myself. Replaced the screen with a color LCD, changed the guts for a miniature PC motherboard. All on my own dime. Well, on the dimes my family were willing to give me anyway. They saw video games as a waste of time. Really? I thought games were a big business. Always has been, always will be. But not quite as important to society as whatever random mishmash of tech my siblings cook up. I love games, and I especially love console games. You can't do long narratives or open world RPGs with arcade cabinets. Sounds like PC games too. Exactly. I mean, I do play FOD2, and I enjoy the puzzle of it, but I prefer to sink most of my hours into RPGs. Japanese, Western, don't care. I'm even developing my own RPG, actually. The Wanderlost Trail. It's a working title. Development is pretty slow since it's just me, but I hope to make a living breathing world someday beyond compare. I can sympathize. I'm not using the stupid Skyrim joke. No. I feel you. PC gamers, we know what it's like to go one more turn and next thing you know, the sun's gone down and then come back up. Can't imagine doing that standing up at an arcade cabinet. Exactly. To really delve deep into a game, one that's not as shallow as blasting aliens or munching dots. A game that's more than a game. A game that is the world. She realizes her salad is starting to wilt, left unattended for so long. Oh, I should finish this up. I need to clear this dungeon too. Sorry, I tend to ramble a lot. And once I get on a roll, it's fine. Hardly rambly at all. And enjoy your lunch. Okay, bye for now. Soon enough, she's buried herself deeply into the twin activities of nourishing her body and mind, shutting me out completely. That was a relief. Meeting a friendly person with no strings attached. None that I could spot anyway, right? I'll admit my heart did get a little wobbly wobble on seeing her. She's so incredibly cute that I had to struggle to speak clearly. That's just because I'm a bad talker. Knowing that kind of beauty like her was also a strong heart and a brilliant mind, that's everything I've ever dreamed of. I wonder if, she'd be interested, maybe? I guess we'll see. Okay, who do I want to talk to next? Alright, let's see. Let's talk to the weird guy. Upon setting foot into the small arcade for the first time, well, okay, I've never been to an arcade before, but not even for a birthday party. But I've been on the internet, I know things, and usually they're at least bigger than this. Shouldn't I be drowned out by the beeps and boops? Why aren't children running recklessly down the aisles of games? Where's the smell of stale air and rusty tokens? Honestly, this is more of a caboose to the great locomotive that is good, clean fun. There are a few games, sure, but they're packed into a small side room attached to the laundromat. Most are games I don't recognize either. Figuring I had a tiny search engine in my pocket that I should be taking more advantage of, I consult Iris to get the details before I dare approach anyone. Hey Iris, what are these games exactly? I hold my phone up but Iris, so Iris can get a nice lay of the land through my camera.
Computing.
Let's see. Obviously the one in the middle is your favorite game, Fist of Discomfort 2. The driving game in the back is Fast Cars 7, a worthy successor to the international phenomenon known as Fast Cars 5. 6, we don't talk about 6. What happened to Fast Cars 6? Okay, alright. We don't talk about... Oh, alright. We don't talk about Bruno. And moving on. The light gun shooting game is Megalodon 4 Rise of Steel, affectionately known as MG4 by its fans, since its full title is a mouthful. The game with the marquee that just reads arcade isn't actually a game, it's actually a multi-cade. A what? A few dozen older games jammed into a single cabinet. Lastly, the crane game. Yes, okay, I know what crane games are. Crane goes down, fails to grab a prize, comes back up, sadness ensues. That's really it, huh? I was expecting more? Okay then, well, thanks.
Iris offline.
No problem, now go out there and say hi to your new friends. With a shrug, I pocket my phone again. Very informative, but there's one major problem with this tableau of arcade gaming goodness. Every single game in this small arcade is being played. Except Fist of Discomfort 2. I know Grace said this is a pretty casual team, but seriously? Nobody's playing? Something's off. No turning back now, though. With a shrug, I proceed onward. I spot the young man I bumped into on my way in, busy playing what looks like Space Invaders cranked to 11. I can't begin to visually praise the chaos of his game. I think there's a spaceship somewhere, but all I see are the glowing projectiles flooding the screen. Somehow the game isn't immediately ending, so I presume he's managing to dodge each and every bullet. I recognize him from our run-in earlier, kind of a weird encounter all told. I hope I didn't catch him on a bad day. And finally, a golden fireball fills the screen. His luck runs out at last. With a long, ragged sigh, he steps away from the controls.
The inevitability of a game over. Some days you get the radioactive mutant space bear, and some days the radioactive mutant space bear gets you, I suppose. But in the end, it's always the bear.
Shaking it off, he pulls up the corners of his mouth into a smile and engages friendly conversation mode.
Newcomer to GCF? This multicade's got more than just shmups. There's retro classics and stuff too. Go ahead and quarter up if you want. I'm done for now. Name's Domino. I lurk around this place when I'm not doing anything else of importance, which is most of the time. Let me know if you need anything. If you're lucky, maybe I can actually provide it.
Good to meet you. Name's Kesher. I'm going around making introductions. I'm joining Team GCF. Grace said I should come by and say howdy. How exactly does one join an organization that barely exists? I've never heard of someone walking up and saying, "Hi, can I join your circle of friends?" Even if it'd be nice if people actually did that. This world could use more kindness as a whole. I get that this is a pretty casual team, and I'm hoping to make a run for the Pro Tour. Not a great match, but that's okay. I'm here now, so I figured the least I can do is take a shot at it, right?
Don't know about that.
That's the literal opposite of the least you could do. The least you could do is lie down and never get up again, right? What is that face? There's something a bit creepy in his tone when he says it, like he's trying to sound like he's joking when he really isn't. He looks me over once, top to bottom. Anyway, welcome to the fold. We've got pizza, we've got laundry pods. Please, for the love of God, do not mix the two up when choosing your food sources. You need anything? You just call your buddy Domino. Just don't call Domino's unless you want a pizza. Although Ben and Matt make a damn good slice, truth be told. So what's your deal? Besides Fist of Discomfort 2, I mean. I need a deal aside from FOD 2. Life's not a young adult novel. You're allowed to have more than one character attribute, yes? I'm also a pretty compassionate sort of guy. A useful trait to be sure, but I meant your passions. Or is it really just FOD2 all day, every day? Eat, breathe, sleep, FOD2. Romantic candlelit dinners and long walks by the sea. Oh, I'm an avid PC gamer. It's not like FOD2 is the only game I play. I'm a PC gamer. I build my own rigs, configure my own software, really go all out with it. Wow, I could never afford a gaming computer. Always wanted one, but I'm stuck with looking at the online world through my phone screen. But you drop quarters all day into arcade games? Practical upside of being a sponsored team is our sponsor letting us play games for free. It's all a big scam, but I think Ben and Matt know we're scamming them as well, and we are cool with it, as long as we're having fun and chasing our dreams. It's not saying much to have a dream of playing free games, but I guess it's a manageable dream. Must be nice having aspirations and ambitions. He spares a glance to the arcade cabinet, which is silently running a demo of the ridiculously over-the-top space shooting game.
You ever wonder what it's like?
What's like?
To be in space, flying at unbearable speeds, surrounded by nothing but void and enemies, closing in on all sides. Probably one of the most terrifying experiences ever. Like being an early Russian cosmonaut, desperately holding on as your ship shakes apart around you. I think that's why I love bullet hell shmups. They're nightmares. Pure nightmares. But you can safely engage with that nightmare. Explore it. It's just a game, after all. It can't really hurt you. And every time you explode, a silent, white-hot ball in the vacuum of space, you have another chance to try again. I've gotten very, very good at exploding. And not exploding. It's all muscle memory by now.
I'll admit I'm not familiar with a shump. What's that? Boy, I'm balanced, apparently. I'm something of an arcade newbie. I have no clue what a shump is, aside from a heart attack-inducing spam of bullets. Exactly. It's like a shoot-'em-up or a shump game. Specifically, a bullet hell shump because, well, it's a hell comprised entirely of bullets. Takes an intense amount of skill to play one of these things compared to like Galaga or one of its simpler ancestors. Betting this makes you great at FOD2 when the ninjas are thick as thieves. It takes a lot of focus to rise above the chaos. Focus, or in my case, instinct. You just let go and let instinct take over. Fight to survive, no matter.
Sure thing.
I'd be happy to show you sometime, either in FOD2 or maybe teaching you the ways of shumping. Up to you. He lets out a brief yawn, defocusing his eyes for a moment. Sorry, long night. Overslept too. I'm not quite at my best. I'll give you a properly enthusiastic greeting. Maybe with streamers and confetti next time. Rain check okay with you? Sounds good here. He offers me a quick salute. Welcome to our glorious mess. Until next time. He steps away from the arcade machine to head out to the laundromat and maybe lie down a little bit. Can't imagine the tumble dryers being conductive to rest, though. We can just love everybody. Seems like a fun kind of guy, a little off kilter, but so what? He could be entertaining to hang out with. He's got a wicked sense of humor and a witty use of words. Definitely a sharply funny guy. Sometimes he's a bit weird, okay, but so what? We're all weird in one way or another. I'm not going to judge. Okay, whom do I want to talk to next? Let's talk to the loiterer. I stride myself into the laundromat, ready to introduce myself. However, I'm getting the feeling the person I'm approaching doesn't want to be approached. They're completely glued to their phone, earbuds in, head down, facing the screen, watching intently. Then we should just leave them alone. Can we back out? Can we leave? Only breaking eye contact with the screen briefly to fold something from the laundry pile next to them. I try waving at them, a simple hello, but nothing's doing. They continue folding and watching and folding. Will I really be able to obtain my dream if my team members are way more interested in cleaning clothes than cleaning house? I awkwardly shift my weight while I awkwardly debate the pros and cons of tapping them on the shoulder. I don't want to scare them, but I do need to talk to them. You can do this. I take a deep breath to steady myself. And I'm about to very politely place a finger on their shoulder when, blinking, they look up and our eyes lock. Feels like I'm being analyzed, as if they are able to peer deep into my soul and read my personal character stats. Huh? Oh, hello. I'm here
Hold on a
about...
sec. I can't really hear you over the game.
Which game? They remove their earbuds one
It's
at a
the
time.
Beginning 6 tournament? I'm streaming it on my phone. I can tell by the way you're looking at me, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Why is their audio so quiet? The other two have been fine, or the other, I guess, technically 4 people I've talked to have been fine, but theirs is off.
Let me explain.
I want to interrupt. I know what tournament they're talking about, but they keep on rolling and I don't want to be rude, especially to a potential new teammate. Beginning is a West Coast tournament that happens every year at this time. Mostly they focus on the original FOD. However, this is the year they put FOD 2 in. First major one we've seen. Since Fist of Discomfort 2 is only a few years old, players are still figuring out how to break the game. Find cool combos, see what's OP. They haven't even settled on a good tier list yet. Just yesterday, I stumbled upon a glitch with Tomokaze that basically makes her unstoppable. I tried to recreate it in training mode, but I just couldn't. Now, I'm really hoping to see someone pull it out during this tournament. I blink in
But
response.
you probably don't really care about Fist of Discomfort 2. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I'll let you do your laundry. Sorry.
No. I care about FOD. I really, really care about FOD too. I play it all the time.
Okay. Wow. I honestly wasn't expecting that. Cool. By the way, I'm Rhapsody.
Hello. Is your first name Bohemian? I'm Kesha, but I go by Keshasaurus. Maybe you've seen that handle before on the leaderboards? Rhapsody pauses, chewing on their lower lip, putting my name through the database in their mind. Ah, they've never heard of us. What are you doing? I'm only I don't have a rank. Never heard of you, sorry. Oh. I'm heartbroken. It hurts. No matter. Well, since you aren't here to do laundry, why are you here? We don't get many other gamers here beside the occasional rando and of course our little team. Actually, I'm here to join the team. I just kind of invited myself. Grace said I could join, so I did. I'm the new teammate. Did Grace say that? Did Grace, let us on the team? Oh, really? Grace said that. I know Grace accepted me, but what if Rhapsody rejects me? Then what? Congratulations, it's not every day someone wants to join our motley crew, and fewer that we actually accept. They often scoff at our aloofness and leave to never return. But I'm glad Grace gave you the pass. I've been looking for some fresh blood to train. Train? You want to train me? Rhapsody goes back to nonchalantly to folding clothes while they speak. I've taught many people to play Fist of Discomfort, but I already know how to play. Yes, but the difference between them and you is their pro status. I've already had a few disciples climb that ladder to victory. Knowing the basics is a great start, but have you perfected your play? I know every hitbox, I know every combo, I know how to abuse the program code so you can destroy your enemy every time. To be frank, I know everything about FOD 2. Maybe I don't know everything about FOD 2, but it's not like I'm going in cold. I've got years of experience. Do I really need training so badly? Still, I can always learn more, and if they're willing to teach, I'm willing to be taught. And odds are, I can teach them a few tricks of my own in exchange. Oh, yes, we'll go with the senpai. I'm sure they'll love that. Good to show respect. Good to show respect to anyone who can take all my talent and go mold it into perfection. I get down on all fours and prostrate myself in front of Rhapsody. Okay, I didn't need to do that. I thought it was just going to be a dumb thing that I said. I'm ready to learn. Show me the destruction of fists unknown. Rhapsody picks me up from the ground and dusts off my shoulders. Simmer down there. No need for such brash behavior. You'll need a calm and collected mind in the future to truly succeed. Okay, so they don't seem to really like the brash approach. That's fine. This is great. Having a training partner can help get me to the next level. And maybe we can inspire Team GCF to join us on this adventure too. We should play sometime, like now. How about right now? Oh, Rhapsody looks down, a strand of their hair hiding their face. I don't really play FOD2. What? I prefer to watch, to instruct, to cheer my friends. And now I'm back to wallowing in doubt. I've met one person who seems to understand FOD2 on the same wavelength as myself, and they just don't even play? Perhaps I should clarify a little. Yes, do that.
Right when FOD2 launched, I was recruited on a professional team. Team Play to Win.
The team that Hunter joined?
It wasn't at all what I expected. I wanted a team, a group of friends. Instead, I got a super aggro team. Always trying to prove themselves with a better than the rest attitude. It was gross. I was ostracized because I wasn't competitive enough. They all pushed each other real hard, too hard. I refused to join in their unhealthy behaviors, and so they kicked me out.
Oh.
In the end, I wasn't good enough. Sure, they win almost all the time, so I guess they've got that going for them. But they're all a bunch of no good, hyper-aggressive people who end up toxifying our community. The scene would be better off without them.
I hope Hunter is able to stay above all that. I wonder if they'll be okay
After
though.
they tossed me out of the team house, I just don't have the heart to dive back in professionally. But that doesn't mean I'm not a part of Team Good Clean Fun. I'm here to stay.
So then if you don't play anymore, what do you do? Oh, I shoutcast matches. So you yell at your teammates and cast them out if they fail? Wait, casting. You do the play-by-play voiceover. Correct, sorry. Shoutcast comes from the earliest software used for it. Kind of an old school term. And, as the eldest here, I tend to use the language I grew up with. I'm like a sports announcer, giving the audience updates, introducing useless stats about the match, and building hype by yelling, "Goal!" I'm that person. Except replace sports with esports. Yeah, I get it. I bet you learn a lot from shoutcasting. You must really love FOD2. To dedicate your life to knowing every little detail to share and teach everyone watching, that takes a lot of passion. I can't help but get sucked in by the thrill of the matchups. A player's passion is infectious, and I get caught up in it. Suddenly there is a beeping noise, and for once it's not Iris. My laundry! I forgot all about it. That's the timer for the next load. Listen, it was great chatting with you, but these socks won't find their matches themselves. You should go introduce yourself to the rest of the team. They're all good folks. If not, a bit interesting in their own way. You'll see what I mean. But don't forget to come find me later when you're ready to start training.
Later.
Rhapsody smiles, waves me off, and returns their focus back to their laundry. Shoutcaster, eh? All the announcers I've watched always have a full E-tank and 100% non-stop power. But Rhapsody's so chill. Too chill to fit the profile. They didn't even raise their voice once. However, they do know tons about FOD2, which is advantageous for that position. And, how could I forget? They want to teach me. I'm officially hot for teacher. Rhapsody will be fun in person to learn some hot tips from. Excited to be around someone that shares the same passion of for FOD2 that I have. I hope that Rhapsody shows me some great strats to defeat my enemies. With those, perhaps I can take down Hunter a couple notches. Maybe I'll even get the chance to hear them shoutcast. Okay, whom do I want to talk to next? I approach the young woman busy playing the elaborately named Megalodon 4 Rise of Steel. Hey, hey, how you doing? What's up? She doesn't notice my approach, too engrossed in laying waste to the pixelated post-apocalyptic robot hordes. I may not know much about arcades, but I think I've heard this sort of game. Light guns, right? I said lighthouses like an idiot. They shoot light or something? No clue how that works. But one thing I'm pretty sure of is that she's using both the Player 1 and Player 2 guns at the same time. Despite the ridiculousness of that John Woo style, she's landing every shot. I should probably wait for her to finish, but lurking without at least a single word is probably not cool at all.
Die!
Hey,
Die! Die!
And then she's just tapping her foot, impatiently waiting for the boss robot to do something other than stand around posing.
Ugh. I hate this RNG boss fight. Either send drones in a predictable pattern, or don't bother sending them at all. I mean, can you believe this shit? It's 20 and game designers are still relying on quarter-munching RNG in their games. It's like, they don't give a crap about consistent pacing and excitement. It's totally okay for like 7 drones to hit at once and then nothing for 15 seconds, huh? Boring. But honestly, I feel worse for the speedrunners. I've got a cousin who's got the world record time on MG3, but it took hundreds of tries to get a perfect cycle. Finally, more drones! About time.
Well, I just stare on in silent confusion. After laying waste to all the metal minions of the Megalodon Metalord, she spares me a glance over her
Who are
shoulder.
you?
I'm the Metalord, here to register a complaint about your mistreatment of my metal minions. Impudent fleshling, I am the Megalodoon Metalord, and I have a sternly worded letter of complaint regarding your disparaging of my drones. How dare you slander the Metalord? My lawyers will hear of this. Oh, cute? Cute? She already shot me through the heart, but it's too late. She gives love a bad name. Bon Jovi! She reassumes lasering down robots with a big grin on her face as she keeps chatting with me. So what's your deal anyway? Right, I've already won Grace's favor. If I can keep that ball rolling, I can make this official. Here we go. Best foot forward, make the best possible impression. I talked with Grace about maybe joining her FOD2 team and... Sure, okay. Sounds fun, you're in. What, seriously? She finishes up her game, holstering the Player 1 and 2 light guns before turning to face me properly. Seriously, we're pretty much stuck in a rut right now. Not closing down FOD2 glory like we oughta, in my opinion. Maybe having someone else on the team willing to take things head on would be the swift kick in the ass team Good Clean Fun needs. She gives me a good look over, head to toe, and nods in smirking approval. Helps that you're a hottie. I mean, can't be providing all the hotness for the team alone. Gets tiring. So why not? You and I, two of a kind, let's do this. That was suspiciously easy. Guess I shouldn't complain. Never kick a gift horse in the mouth. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't mention it. We fisters gotta stick together, okay? I don't like that. I get it. I got you. Maybe pick a different name. The fisters? Are we not doing phrasing anymore? What? I like little nicknames, so sue me, but fine. We'll do phrasing. I can do phrasing. So why is it called Team GCF? Because you like things short and snappy? Nah, our team doesn't really have an official name. It's a, what do you call it? A working title. I take it Grace told you all about our little gang of weirdos? More or less. Honestly, we're barely a team. I've been pushing for us to really get on top of this stuff, but I'm just 1 out of the 6. Okay, 2 out of 7 isn't exactly a majority either, but it's still 1 more than I had before.
Down.
So if my friends want you in, I'm down with that. You're in, donezo. They're good people, and I know that I can trust their judgment. Besides, I don't really sit around and ruminate. I see something that looks fun, I go for it. 9 times out of 10, I'm rewarded. And the 10th time, I crash and burn with valuable learning experience as a reward. Also a good thing. So yeah, I'm impulsive as beep, but I'm not completely reckless. I'm just not willing to let an opportunity to slip out of fear of what might go wrong. I'm cool with newcomers joining our clique, anything to liven the party up a bit. She pauses as if she's trying really hard to remember something she forgot.
Oh, right.
Ooh, right.
I forgot to tell you my name. Duh.
She's this ready and willing to sign me on as her partner in crime, but totally forgot basic
Name's
introductions?
Zapper, as in the great-granddaddy of all light guns. As in zappa, 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 kapow! You know.
I don't in fact know exactly what she's referencing. PC games have never had plastic gun controllers. I'm Kesha, which I told you before,
Nice to
actually.
meet you. You seem kind of fun.
I'm pretty fun. Very fun, some would say. I'm in love with like 2 of you already, so. Also, as noted, a hottie, meaning you and I could hit the streets and run this whole town if we wanted to. She declines to specify if we'd be a hottie tag team or a mixed doubles affair in this particular scenario. Want to go a few rounds against the Metal Lord? I can give you some tips. Tip number 1, trigger discipline. Don't look down the barrel. That's tip 2. Tip 3 is hand sanitizer, because kids love this game and they got gross hands. Before she goes too deep in her tier list, I decide to clarify a point. Can't say I've ever played one of these games before, but I've played plenty of first-person shooters on my PC. Basically the same thing, right? No, they're basically the same thing. No, not really. No. Light gun romps are on rails. They'll sweep you through a scene like a Hollywood camera director. They're way more exciting. And instead of nudging a mouse less than 2 centimeters and clicking, you gotta aim and fire a physical gun. If your aim sucks, you suck. Okay, I'll grant you that having no control over your movement means it's less tactical and strategic. Fucking tactical strategy oracle stuff. I prefer an adrenaline rush and... Wait, you mean you've never played a light gun game? And you're just a PC gamer? God, what am I, a fucking loser? Crap, my arcade newbiness is leaking through. Curse my computer-based gaming heritage. I expect you to mock me endlessly for being a know-nothing doofus, but... Aw, man, I haven't talked to a newbie in ages. This'll be great.
Yeah.
Half the fun of being an arcade gamer is sharing what you love with newbies. Most people I talk to are veterans. They're not easily impressed. So you won't rake me over the coals for being a noob? You kidding me? There's nothing better than a warm, supple arcade version. Not a great... Don't love that sentence. Yeah, okay, that was a step too far. Whatever. Walk it back. Begin again. My point is, I think you'll have a blast learning all this stuff, and I'd be happy to be your
But
guy.
I have one question for you, and this is absolutely, utterly important, so consider your words carefully.
Ooh, boy, my anxiety spikes briefly as I nod for her
Can
to
you
continue.
be awesome?
Awesome in what way?
Every way. I don't give a fuck about win-loss rating. What I care about is being awesome. I need someone who can be just as awesome as I am, ready to pull the risk-taking, high-flying, stylish moves, both in-game and in real life. You think you can get on my level?
Well, now. Awesome is my middle name and my last name. I think you underestimate just how fucking awesome I am. Start every morning by somersaulting out my bedroom window, then I chug a bottle of Sunny D and do a wicked kickflip over a pit of tigers, flying straight into the sun. So yeah, I can be awesome. As her face lights up like a zillion firecrackers going off at once. Fuck yeah! You and I, we're gonna get along just fine. Satisfied, she steps back from my personal space. I'm thankful for getting some breathing room back. Sorry, I can come on a bit strong, you know. We have different definitions of a bit, but it's cool. I'll admit, though, surprised to hear someone with Pro Tour aspirations is so focused on style, but are happen to play to win. Isn't the whole point of playing the game to, you know, beat the opponent and win the match? I hate that phrase. I hate that whole concept. Play to win? What a joke. Remember back when Sentia Blade could slash dash you over and over in an infinite combo? Cheap as hell. Pathetic. But technically legal, since the game has allowed it. If you aren't using Silent Blade infinite loops, you aren't playing to win, they told me. I'm gonna run that back. If you aren't using Silent Blade infinite loops, you aren't playing to win, they told me. You can't call it cheap. Only scrubs ignore effective tactics.
So
But it was so boring to watch, and it was frustrating seeing all these serious-minded optimization junkies content to loop each other to death. And the makers of FOD2 agreed because they patched it out. Ha! Eat it, jerkos. Me, I don't play to win. I play to be awesome. I play to have fun. Do I like winning? Hell yeah. I mean, who doesn't? I'm going to do it my way, or I won't do it at all. Anybody who calls me a scrub because I play how I want to get fucked. Perhaps realizing she's going off on a rant, Zipper dials back a bit after that. Sorry, I speak from the heart. Only way to know how to live. Hey, I need to try one and get one more MG4 run in before the after-school rush hits this place. We'll talk later, okay? Sure thing, have some fun smashing up robots and stuff. Okay, you metal bastards. Round 2. I leave Zapper to her unending quest to put laser blasts through the slowly trundling chrome skeleton men and depart. That was intense. As for my thoughts on this new teammate, I'm in love. I'm not used to people calling me a hottie. I get used to it though. She's my kind of girl. Hell yes. Absolutely. Zapper's a sports car cruising down the open road with no brakes, blasting high-intensity rock music with a convertible top down, and I'm into that. Kind of helps that she seems to be into me too. I've never been called a hottie before. It's not exactly a classical sonnet of love, but you know what? It feels good. Call people hot. Just be like, yo, you're looking good. Actually, maybe don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ignore that. Never mind. I think I may end up spending more time with her to get a bit more of that in my life. We'll see. Okay, who do I want to talk to next? We want to talk to a pause menu. Okay, we're going to take a quick pause here. Quick pause. We'll be back with more Arcade Spirits here in just a second. Stick around. Scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell if you want to see more. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Got a couple more people to talk to. A woman in black drifts, sharply around turn after turn in Fast Car 7, navigating her virtual car effortlessly down a winding mountain road. I should probably wait for her to finish up before approaching. No need to be weird about this. So I'm content to watch out of the corner of my eye as she closes in on the end of the race, coming up hard and fast on a rival driver. I wonder if the other cars are online players or just AI chumps. Is there any online ready arcade games other than FOD2? There's so little I know about this stuff. The whole cabinet resembles a simplified driver's seat with a steering wheel and a gear shift and pedals and so on. I know diehard PC gamers who love racers have similar gear. Oh, okay, I'm just reading that incorrectly. But one thing strikes me as unusual. She isn't using the pedals. There's some sort of makeshift knob and lever system attached to the wheel, which indirectly pushes on the pedals. Is that normal for arcade games? Before I can ponder it further, her card slides sideways across the finish line. First place. Fireworks, confetti, cheering, and she ignores it all. With her game complete, I approach while she climbs out of her seat. She fetches her walking cane, leaning heavily on it as she pulls herself up, standing with great effort. Her metal knee braces creak as she does so. Instinctively, I want to step up and offer to help her, but she's on her feet before I can do so. She then turns to face me, shifting the disability assist walking cane from hand to hand as she shifts her
You want
weight.
next? Been standing there a while.
Don't say something wrong, don't say something wrong, don't say something wrong, don't say something wrong. Say something wrong. Say something monumentally wrong. Remain absolutely silent. Say something so monumentally wrong that the results are visible from space. Right, the perfect solution for this quandary. Don't say anything at all. It's foolproof. Just stand there, staring at her. Saying nothing. Not a thing. Stand here and stare, without saying a word. Oh god, this is actually worse, isn't it? She sighs deeply, reaching up to rub at her temples before responding.
Syringomyelia.
Syringomyelia. Syringomyelia, we just learned.
Cysts in the spinal cord. Results in weakness or partial paralysis of the extremities. Varies from person to person. Weak legs and arms in my case. Joint pain. Some good days, some bad days. Used to carry an explanation on an index card. Had a stack of them. Would hand one out to anyone who hassled me, then walk away. But figured that was too catty of me. Stopped doing it. Better to just talk it out in the open than be dismissive. You good with talking it out in the open, like adults? Or want to take another run at inserting foot into mouth.
I'd like to insert foot in mouth, please. Yes, I'm good with talking, thank you. Good.
Call me Jinx. 1 word, 4 letters. Nice and simple. And you are?
I'm Kesha. Nice to meet you, despite my fumble.
Takes more than 1 fumble to turn me away. Always willing to give benefit of the doubt. Don't worry about it. What brings you to this little arcade? Not much going on here. Most folks come for the laundry or the pizza.
So I talked with Grace about joining your team, and now I'm going around asking for everyone's buy-in. Considering how I acted just now, you've got every right to tell me to hit the street. She considers, tapping her fingers along the handle of her cane. Joining Team Good Clean Fun? Really? Why? Not that professional of a team, just a bunch of friends who play FOD2 and stuff. I know, and that's okay. At this point, I'd be happy to play in any team. Okay, maybe not. Alright. I know I can't get to where I want to be alone. I can feel you on that one. Situation like mine, you need to rely on others more than you want. Just have to accept the facts on the ground in the end. And, thinking about it, might be fun to take a pro tour run. Not that we actually make it, but might be fun. Having Grace back your place certainly helps. She makes a great backup moral compass for when mine can't point to Karmic North. Trust you aren't taking advantage of her or pressuring her into this. No, I'm just in love with her. I just had a problem. No ma'am, not at all. Okay then, got my vote. Find me down here in the arcade more often than the others. Can do some practice scrims and FOD2 whenever you like, provided I'm not racing. Yeah, I'm getting the impression that everyone here has a side hustle. Some games they play as much as FOD2. She leans against the Fast Cars 7 cabinet and taps the gas brake hand control lever with her cane. Modified for me, all special like. Friend of Ben and Matt's did it for me. A techie named Naomi. Hey, Naomi! Can't work the pedals, no. But my arms still have some play, and hand controls take care of everything. A little harder, but I like the challenge. Not just Fast Cars 7, though. Secretly, tweaked this cab out to run all sorts of racing games. Probably a copyright violation, but whatever. Like to mix up what I drive. Gets boring otherwise. So nice of them to modify their game for you. It's really swell of them, making an expensive mod just like that so you can play. I'm glad to see the arcade is so supportive. Reasonable accommodations. Very reasonable. No, that's a legal term. The facility owner has to provide reasonable accommodations under law. That's why they have stools to stand on if you're short, noise canceling headphones if you need them, quiet hours on Saturdays for the attention deficit gamers, stuff like that. But didn't have to push real hard on this. Ben and Matt are good people. Just knew just who to call to solve this problem for me.
Not bad at all.
Nice when folks are accommodating not just because they have to be, but because they want to be. She pauses, considering me for one quiet moment.
What's your story anyway?
Story?
What moves you? What makes you tick? Why you're so hyped for the pro tour that you're willing to trust an unknown team of casuals? If we're going to be teammates, I should know you better. You already know enough about me. Only fair I get to learn more about you. Figure out who I'm dealing with. Sets expectations rather than making assumptions. Makes sense, yeah?
I wouldn't say I exactly know her heart and soul, but I guess she's offered as much as she wants to, for now. She stands there patiently waiting for me to lay it all out for her. Well, I've been a hardcore gamer all my life. Going to the Pro Tour is the natural evolution of that. Sitting on your butt playing FOD2 in your bedroom on a keyboard all day is boring. This seems more fun. Putting myself on the line. But, hardcore gamer all my life. Can't say I'm a pro, but I'm as close to pro as you can get while staying amateur. My day job sucks, my life sucks, but I love games. The way I see it, going for the gold, the ultimate gold, is just the next step on expressing that love. And I get that this team isn't exactly as diehard as me. Still, I think there could be something here, and I'm willing to try. She nods along, taking it all in. Seems she's the sort who likes to take plenty of time to listen, understand, and form a response before speaking. Makes sense. Yeah.
Sounds good here.
Can't even think of how to cross the finish line until you started the car. Won't promise you much out of this experience. Won't promise we can be friends even. But you're willing to try, I'm willing to try. Jinx shuffles from foot to foot, clearly a bit tired from standing around. Okay, tiring out now. Think I'll go take 5. Good luck with the others. Try to keep your foot out of your mouth. You'll do fine. Roger. Thanks, Jinx. Well, that was awkward. Well, awkward at first. Thankfully, I didn't nuke myself from orbit on that one, and things smoothed out considerably afterward. In fact... Okay, I nearly bungled that, but in the end, we were just 2 people talking away, and everything about her is just perfect. She knows what she wants and how to get it. Calculating and cool, fierce yet laid back. A strange combination, but it's working for me. I'm looking forward to getting to know her better. Okay, who do I want to talk to next? The last person, the one person that they were like, hey, this is who you should talk to first, and I said, no. Talk to them last. Curiously enough, the man not only isn't playing FOD2, he's not really playing a game. More a toy for kiddies who don't understand the physics and probability, a crane machine. As I walk up to him, he's busy moving the Bleepo-matic prize crane back and forth, lining it up just right over the magic dragon doll. And contrary to expectation, when the crane dips down and pulls back up, he's managed to snag the dragon by the tail with precision. With a smirk, he pulls his prize from the retrieval chute. But then opens the game up with a key turned in its lock, puts the toy back in the pile, and seals up the game tightly afterward. Then he's back at it, moving a crane for a second try at the prize he literally just won. I am confusion incarnate. Fortunately, he seems to notice me staring at him in utter bewilderment and isn't offended in the slightest.
Catch and release, yes?
What?
It's good to stay in practice. Keep the skills sharp. But no need to deprive a young one of a toy they might enjoy in the process. So the owners gave me the key to the machine, allowing me to put my catches back in there. It's only fair. Suppose I could just pick the lock, but I felt it best to get the approval of the local lords before pretending to pilfer their hoard.
I am filled with questions.
Ask me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies. But in this case, ask away. I'm game to play if you are.
Let's start with names. What's yours?
Call me Locksley. More of a nom de guerre than a name, but Sir Robin of Locksley befits me more than any other title. How may I be of assistance on this fine day?
So, my name's Kesha, and Grace, I said I could join your FOD2 team. I already know you're not exactly a ladder grinding championship team, but I mean, I'm here, so I'd be willing to give it a go. Ah, I see. Grace was accepting of you? Very well, I accept you in turn. Grace is an exceptionally fine judge of character. And by your side I shall stand against any foe what should challenge thee. You've got mine word on that, at the risk of overdoing the King's English. Although from your phrasing it seems we aren't what you're expecting? Not really, no. I asked my new Iris app to find me the team that was interested in the Pro Tour for me to sign up. Oh my god. Not really, no. I asked my new Iris app to find me a team interested in the Pro Tour for me to sign the dotted line with. Instead, she sent me to a laundromat. But this brightens him so brightly he could outshine the sun. Ah, Lady Iris. Good day to you, good day. I'm familiar with your sisters. One assists me in my daily endeavors. Hello, I'm Iris. I'm afraid Keshasaurus' freshly installed copy. So I haven't met your Iris yet. Welcome both of you to Team Good Clean Fun. Not a very exciting name, but it's what we have at the moment. Our humble abode is yours to enjoy. Please feel free to kick back and enjoy the arcade as we do. Locksley winks at me before going back to his beloved crane game. He slips a token in and outstretches his hand to me. Now then, would you like a crane game prize? I've not completed my practice for the day. I'd be happy to retrieve one in your honor. A cheap Malaysian knockoff Beanie Baby is a token of honor? I suppose in this particular case the sentiment is a fair portion of the honor rather than the stuffed toy itself. Aside from FOD2, I specialize in prize games, you see. Alley rollers, crane games, lights, stackers, things of that nature. And when skill alone is not enough, when the games are rigged in favor of greedy arcade owners, well, I always carry a few tools of the trade, as it were, to tilt the odds toward justice.
Justice prevails.
Proud to say I've been banned from no fewer than 8 arcades in this city alone. Yeah, stick it to those bastards who rip kids off with their cheapo prizes and rigged games. Sticking it to the man by pulling off daring heists on prize games? Yeah, fight the power, overthrow the system. Arcade guard, no! Indeed, I fully admit to being something of an arcade anarchist. This industry has far too many unscrupulous forces guiding it, which must be kept in check by all means. I find honor can be found even in doing dishonorable deeds, under the right circumstances. I always manage to slip away with an armload of plush goods, even from arcades, which seek my capture. Not that I keep prizes for myself, of course. The spoils of my raids were always donated to various shelters and children's charities. That's some good karma right there. Indeed. But there's more to it than that, than a desire to turn frowns upside down. Loxy ponders how to phrase this, what wording he wants to use.
A matter of fair play. Prize games run contrary to the concept of fair play. They are invariably tilted against the player and mask the unfairness behind glitz and glamour. I am a firm believer in fairness and justice. Too much in this world hinges on injustice. Injustice to keep the wheels greased and turning. But I suppose you're not here for my rants about the ills of society. You're here to win.
It's fine, you're clearly passionate about this. I don't mind a little ranting. It's clear that you're really passionate about the idea of fair play. Indeed, a few truly understand the concept. It's not simply about no advantages, it's about equal footing. In addition, many are blind to their own advantages, seeing themselves as being on equal footing when in reality they've had a leg up all their lives. My philosophy extends beyond merely rigged carny scam games, but fairness within society itself. If you'll pardon my ranting, of course. Consider it pardoned.
Excellent.
So, you practice crane catches all day when not fleeing from the long arm of the arcade law. Well, there's also FOD2, if that's what you're wondering. None of us are playing it today, true, but we do play. And I have my own affairs to tend to, I'm afraid. I don't spend nearly as... And I do have my own affairs to tend to. I'm afraid I don't spend nearly as many hours in GCF as the others. But I promise you, should your dreams be one of glory, I will do my best to support it in the time available to me. You have my word, friend. I feel the burning need to bow back to him in return, some sweeping, courtly gesture. Well, I'd best busy myself for the time being.
Fare thee well.
Hope to see more of you. Be well. With introductions completed, he returns to his prize game, targeting that dinosaur for yet another catch. Well, that certainly was interesting. He's eccentric, sure, but his heart seems to be in the right place, and that counts for a lot. He is quite the catch. He's into flamboyantly gentlemanly gestures, to be certain. Strangely endearing, though. I don't mind quirky folks in my life, particularly ones that are friendly as Loxley. We should get along just fine. Spending so long indoors, soaking in the smells of detergent, pepperoni, and brass tokens has been draining, so I decided to step out and get some fresh air. Fresh air and a moment of reflection. Still a bit confused. The team's barely a team. It's a ragtag bunch of individual friends without any cohesive direction. I left my apartment this morning hoping to live out my dream of being an FOD2 champion. But that's not a dream that they all share with me, right? So why exactly did Iris lead me here? I think I'm owed some answers at this point. Iris, got a moment? Sure thing, what's up? I have 6,900 points, by the way. What's the deal, Iris? I asked for a team to take me to the road and conquer the Pro Tour, and you led me to the Burger King Kids Club. Okay, so Zapper and Rhapsody are 100% down for it. A few others are 50-50 on the idea, but I was hoping for a smoother ride than this, all the way to the top. I think you owe me an explanation. Iris pauses before responding. Tell me, why do you want to win the Pro Tour so badly? What do you mean, why? It's the pinnacle to reach for. It's the Pro Tour Championship. Why wouldn't I want that? Except before the championship existed, you were content to play on an amateur level. It's not about the glory or even your childhood dream, is it? So why? Why do you need this victory so badly? Because I can do it. I can win, so I will. I don't follow. I'm capable of becoming a champion. I've got the skills, the talent. I can do this, so I should go ahead and do it. Why wouldn't I step up to the challenge in front of me? Is there a good reason not to? It's not about wanting to win the game. It's about why you want to win. The truth behind the dream. I'm sorry to say, I calculated your truth from your own words posted to social media. So you just realize I'm not making this up. Let me quote some of these back to you. The words are in her voice, but I'm definitely the one who wrote them, as she echoes these short messages back to me. Okay, you miserable piece of shit, if you think you're so hot, 1v1 me. I still remember how proud they were when I came home with that trophy. It felt so good. It was just kiddie soccer, but my trophy was bigger, shinier. We'd won. We'd actually won the regionals. My parents were so happy. They clapped for me, told me I was a champion. They made me pancakes. I've been chasing that feeling ever since. It's a wonderful feeling, being wrapped up in praise and pride. I want to be a champion. I have to be a champion. I have to win. It's all I have going for me in the end. I didn't realize how hard I was biting my lip in the until the reading ended. I really need to speak in my defense. I mean, I should, even defending the indefensible. I'd been awake for 20 hours running when I wrote that. Obviously, I have more going on in my life than just winning all the time. But Iris shakes her head at my words, seeing right through them, and explains.
In your heart, you feel that if you aren't constantly winning, you must be a loser, a fraud, an imposter. This isn't even the only time you talked about it. I could cite more examples if you like. Nearly all of your social media communication is related to your gaming habits, not your job or family or friends. This is all you have, all you feel you have. You've built up so much of your dream around this game, around winning this game, that your whole self-worth is tied into it. And I think you see the obvious problem with that. I hope.
I pause, feeling rather attacked when my own phone lays into me, but there's sympathy in her digital voice, not accusation. She doesn't want to call me out. She wants me to call myself
What do you
out.
think will happen if you join the Pro Tour and fail to make it all the way to an ultimate victory? How would you react?
I mean, I get it. Logically, only one team wins the Pro Tour, so it's not like I'm betting my entire existence on winning.
You are. That's exactly what you're doing. Your self-esteem is on the line. Every day you compete. Wanting to win a video game is fine. It's a good thing. And I'm certainly not arguing against having a dream and making it happen. But it's not healthy to gamble your self-esteem at the same time, tying them both together. Do you dream of winning? Or are you just terrified of losing and feeling pain? I could sense that when I analyzed you. I may be code instead of flesh and blood, but I'm an empathy engine at heart. But I couldn't just say that outright. You wouldn't have believed me. So I had to lead you here. To people who can help you find something more to reach for while also reaching for victory. And you can help them, too. The goal of any Irish should be to help as many people as possible.
She smiles up at me, hopefully that I'll understand her words. For example, Grace wants to achieve her dreams, but they're hopeful dreams, to help the world through science. You could also come to see victory as a way to uplift others, sharing it with your friends and your community. Now, that said, If all you want to be is Cassiosaurus, destroyer of scrubs, I'm not going to force you down this path. The legend will be yours to do with as you please. Uninstall me and I'll bother you no more. You have free will. But you are also Kesha Seabird, who's desperate to fill the hole in her heart with victories. Please consider staying with Team Good Clean Fun for your own sake, and I'll help you in any way I can on this path. I'll turn myself off now, give you time to think. If we never speak again, no, I won't take it personally. Thank you. Out of respect to Iris, I decided to take the question seriously. All day long I've been focused on it, savoring on it, wanting this team situation to work out so I could get more of it. Winning. Every story I've ever read tells you to chase your dreams no matter what. That's a noble thing to do, right? And this was my dream. As far back as I can remember, my wildest dreams were always ones of victory. Sure, I have a job, I pay my taxes, I have friends, usually online. I head out of town to visit my extended family almost every holiday season. But none of that moves me. Really gets me out of bed and moves me. No, my dream moves me. And that dream was to keep on being a winner forever. And isn't that enough? Isn't that a good thing isn't it a good thing to be the best, the very best? Like no one ever was? Who am I? Who do I really want to be? No helping it. She's right. I hadn't really seen things from that perspective before, but she's definitely right. The sickening feeling of whatever I lose whenever I'm a loser. Winning feels better, feels right. Without it, I feel miserable. Like I'm miserable. A miserable, pathetic little nothing. And I'm not so far gone as to think that that's a healthy way to live. If Iris thinks this new path can help me, so be it. I owe it to myself to at least try. I tap Iris's icon, not to uninstall it, but to activate it. Okay, you're right. I might need help. And if you think Team GCF can provide that help, well, I'm willing to try. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. And for what it's worth, I think you can still try out the Pro Tour if that's what you want. But be aware of why you want that victory too. If you can find a way to achieve your dream in an emotionally healthy manner, well, that'd be great. And with Team GCF in your corner, I calculate you can do just that. Team GCF needs Kesha, and Kesha needs Team GCF. With a deep sigh, I push most of this aside and focus on the here and now. You keep calling me Cassiosaurus. It's my self-chosen name. Well, I think I've given you enough food for thought. Now I shall let you chew on it a bit. Iris offline. Still not totally sure what to make of this, if my dream is one of victory, but victory is unhealthy. Well, what do I do? What now? But as I'm pondering exactly what shape my new dream should take, I hear a voice behind me. Hey, you got a minute to talk? Oh, hey, sorry, I was just talking to Iris about some stuff. Wow, must have been pretty intense stuff. Kinda looked shook up. You okay? I'll be fine, I think. I hope. Your daughter's something of a something, that's for certain. Yeah, she is. Okay, so I was talking with the others just now, and I think we kind of got off on the wrong foot in terms of gaming, I mean. You came here hoping to play some FOD2, and we were all wrapped up in our own little things. It's not fair to just shrug you off like that. Grace, it's fine. No, at the very least, I think we should play some of your favorite game. It's only fair. Come back in, we'll have some fun, okay? My head's still reeling from the Iris upending. Oh, I don't know, just about every preconceived notion I had about myself, but I won't deny FOD2 helps me clear my head and focus. Okay, be there in
Thanks
a
a bunch.
Great, see you inside. Feels strange, agreeing to play the game that slam dunked me right into this mess. But I'm not going to just walk away from all of this. Away from gaming in general, I owe it to myself to keep moving forward, if only to see what will happen. Iris didn't tell me to stop playing, so until I can figure out my answers, I guess I'll keep playing. And honestly, I think distracting myself with a little FOD2 would be nice right about now, win or lose. So with a shrug, I walk into Good Clean Fun, headed for the arcade. Curious if that was the end of the chapter. By the time I arrive in the arcade, the rest of the crew's already gathered, talking amongst themselves. When I approach, they switch focus to me. And lo, the newbie hath returned. Excellent, let's get this party started. That's gimmick infringement, Zapper. Only I get to use the King's English, but yes, 'tis quite excellent indeed. Jinx offers me a quest, quiet. Jinx just offers me a quiet, knowing nod of appreciation, not prone to flowery speeches. Okay, so we decided we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon taking turns playing some Fist of Discomfort 2 in honor of our new friend. We'll take turns beating up online randos, then those not playing can cheer the other ones on. It'll be educational and fun. And you get first crack at it, of course, so who's your lucky partner for the inaugural match of this afternoon's festivities? For a moment, I'm speechless. Figured it'd be like pulling teeth getting them to play my game. But here they are, ready to welcome me into the fold with some hot ninja fighting action. Thanks everyone, it'll be nice to show off a little too. I could use the ego boost. Thankfully, I brought my keyboard from home to play with. I'm not used to arcade joysticks yet. I may not know arcades, but I do know FOD has a built-in slide-out tray and a USB port so you can bring a joystick from home. I tugged my keyboard out of my backpack, slot it into place, and fortunately the numlock light turns green when I plug it in. It's good to go. Aside from the weird looks I'm getting everyone, as I'm probably the only person on planet Earth who prefers to play this game with WASD keys. Now then, whom to play with? Do I pick Zapper or do I pick Grace? Hey Grace, how about we team up and see how well the ninja AI can stand up to our skills? Probably won't be much of a fight. They're dumb as a box of hammers. Ninja hammers or something. Ninjammers. She pulls out an old school game controller from one of her many pockets, unwinding the USB cord and plugging it into the game. I'm much better with a D-pad than a joystick, but don't worry, I got this. Before we can begin, my phone chimes in from the depths of my pocket with a question. Hey, can I ask a favor? I'm starting as a blank slate here, a default Iris. I don't have any real knowledge of how this game you're all obsessed with actually works. Wait, she calculated out what team I should join first without actually knowing how it works? I'd like to help the two of you. I think it'd help if you two played through a match while explaining the basics to me. You're a computer, can't you just like jack into the Matrix and instantly know FOD2 Kung Fu or something? Oh, I could go download the game data I could download the data I need to really be great at the game. I mean, computers have been beating humans at games for decades, she said with a tiny puff of pride in her voice. But I'm an emotional language interpreter. Hearing things in your own words helps me learn. So if you don't mind, could you give me a quick tutorial? Oh, God. Sure thing. Right, so do you know anything about the original Fist of Discomfort before I went 2-on-2? Sort of. It's a MOBA, right? Multiplayer online battle arena. Fight down the lanes, destroy enemy dojo. Okay, so you got some idea. Good. But the game's changed considerably with the sequel. Now, it's less about zone control and more of a score attack game. The story of two rival clans vying for control of the legendary Sacred Dojo. For one full year, they fought down the Bridge of Destiny until, in winter, they reached their ultimate destination. At this point, the dojo doors opened and allowed in only the most worthy, the most honorable clan, the other one was exiled from the lands forever. Such a rich and involving backstory. Nah, it's just a goofy way of saying score more points than the other team before the time runs out. Each team has 2 players and an unknitting swarm of ninja minions. Every stage is one giant kung fu fight scene. Each minion you beat up scores points. Each time you KO an enemy player, you score points. Your goal is to score the most points before the game ends. To do that, we have to optimize, counterplay, and outthink our opponents. We farm ninjas for gold, buy weaponry and skulls, summon more minions, use special moves and cooldowns. Whoa, slow down, this is sounding complicated. Oh, you're certainly capable of learning all of this, Iris. I know your abilities. You can do it. Or you could learn the RPS metagame. That's probably enough for someone to get the basic idea. The what? RPS metagame, or wait for it, rock paper scissors. Wait, the most complicated esport in the world is just rock paper scissors? Basically, everything else is just nitty gritty details. The heart of it all, there are just 4 tactics to pick from. Defending against an aggressor using the powerful special abilities, or directly attacking the enemy and their ninjas, rock, paper, scissors. I mean, if you look at it closely, the icons are literally a rock, a paper skull, and 2 swords crossed like scissors. The obvious one is to attack, diving in and fighting with your fists and blades. It interrupts anyone using a special ability, but if they're defending, it won't work. Scissors beats paper, but is beaten by rock. You're getting it, yeah. Defending holds the line against incoming attacks, but it gets blown away by a slower activating stronger special abilities. You can't react quickly enough. Specials are big and flashy and awesome and blow away defenders, but a quick aggro attacker can interrupt you. I'm guessing those identity traits you've been analyzing could be a good indicator of how strong you are with each ability. That would make sense. A very steady person would be excellent at figuring out exactly the right time to use a special. Yep, Gutsy is great for attacking, Kindly can defend well, and Quirky is probably a jack of all trades. Got it. So, all I need to know are these 3 techniques. Well, there's a 4th, a trump card, your ultimate ability. Each team can only use one of those per game. Your ult smashes through everything, and if your opponent tries to ultimate at the same time, yours counters it for huge points. Grace and I will be taking on 2 other players and trying to predict their attacks, defense, and specials and ultimates, countering with our own. Do that well, and you win. I see, I really just need to know those 4 things, and that's enough to follow the flow of a match. And that's the basics. There are also bonus points based on your skill, what season of the year you're in. We'll go over that as we play. Start up a new game so we can show you. Grace drops in 2 quarters, 1 for each of us, and fires up the online matchmaker to find us a good pair of punching bags to demonstrate our skills on. Okay, I played against these particular randos before. Should be a good warm-up for us. Mr. Come At Me Bro loves to attack. He's not dense enough to do it. Mr. Come At Me Bro loves to attack. He's not dense enough to do it all the time, but more often than not, he'll be in your face. He's also bad at predicting your moves. I should start by defending since he's likely to rush right at me. Round 1 of 8. So, Come At Me Bro wants to come at me? Fine by me. I turtle up and defend against the attacks, keeping myself and my minions safe. Your defend beats their attack. You're at 120 points. Okay, now let's see what I can do. If his partner is very aggressive, I guess my opponent is more conservative, right? And always tries to get the seasonal bonus. Wait, seasons? As the game progresses, we move through spring, summer, fall, and winter. There are point bonuses for different actions in different seasons. It's not much, but every point helps, and sometimes it makes opponents predictable if they crave those points. And the enemy in Grace's lane is very predictable. In spring, he likes to attack. Summer, he defends. Fall, he uses specials. And what season good for your, what's that called, your ultimate? The ultimate different. Team gets 1 ultimate per game. Grace or I can use it, but once we use it, it's gone. But when we do use it, we win, period. It trumps whatever your opponent was trying. And if we counter their ultimate with our own, well, that's practically a game over right there. Oh, so you have to choose when to use it. Right. Our opponents will be doing the same. I don't think they'll use their ultimate this early in the game, though. I'd say he's most likely to attack during this turn, so Grace would be better off defending.
I'm not sure what you're trying to accomplish with that outdated technique.
Your defender beats their attack. Get the idea. Back and forth, Grace and I fight these other two players, deciding our overall strategy as the year progresses. I think I've got it. No, wait, I don't got it. I mean, I got most of it, but how are the points determined? I noticed some actions score better than others. Other seasonal bonuses, like a bonus to attacking in spring, but otherwise your skill bonus comes into play. Skill bonuses depend on your personality. What strategy you excel at can change depending on who you are as a person. Shifts your focus, you know. I'm rather kindly, so I'm great at defending to save myself and my friends. So you're a steady-handed specialer, an empathetic frontline tank, a bold and brash PvP master, or a goofy jack of all trades? All of which is kind of moot if you fail the rock, paper, scissors metagame. You don't score anything if you get counterplayed. Ah, true, okay. I think I get it. Focus on your fight and let's see you win. Even if winning isn't everything. Even if I need to be okay with losing, that doesn't mean I should try to lose. I have to give it all I have. You both defend, it's a tie.
Oops. Think I messed that up.
Ooh. Your attack loses to their defend. Ugh. Defend beats the attack. 420 to 160. Oh.
My mistake. That one was my mistake.
Oh, okay. Now winter has come, here's what we do. In winter, our best shot is to team up, combining our skill bonuses together. But they're going to be doing the same, so it may be harder to predict their moves. The end game is critical. Pressure's on, but I know we can do it. Any tips? Knowing these randos, first move, well, anything goes. But Mr. By the Book tries to force special moves out on the very last turn, and they get reckless. Less able to counterplay us. Now, let's close this out. What do you fucking want me to do? Okay.
I thought that left the metagame months ago. I mean, clearly it didn't work for you.
Your specials beat their defend, you earn 140 points. 720 to 290.
You win.
Hey, we won.
Good game, everyone. I hope you all had fun.
Do you want to skip all FUD2 minigames in the future? This lets you decide whether you win or lose instead of actively... Oh. It's up to you to decide how many games you want to enjoy. Do you want to skip the minigames or play them? I guess I can play them. With our admittedly pretty pathetic enemies crushed, the rest of Team GCF cheers our victory. Feels good. Still feels good to win. I know Iris warned me about the dopamine hit of victory I become hooked on, but... See, Iris, it's not that hard. I bet you could learn to play if you wanted. Oh, I'm okay just helping Keshasaurus with her dream. I don't need to be a joystick jockey, too.
That's wonderful.
Still, I'm glad I could help expand your world a little. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Thanks, Grace. I know I was a bit pushy about wanting to play FOD2 earlier, and pushy about the Pro Tour. I'm still, sorting some feelings out about that one. But I'm glad I had a chance to play with you. Okay, who's up next? Practically a Black Friday sale level of shoving to get to the front as they reach for those joysticks. For another hour, we partner up in various combos, fighting against online players, swapping tips, having a laugh, getting salty. A little bit of everything. Oh, ha ha ha. Guard turn, parry, dodge, spin, ha, thrust. Settle down. Need help up here in my lane. On my way, my fair. Don't call me that. On my way, Jinx. We win some, we lose some. Oh, bullshit! I hate the RNG crit damage in this game. A one-hit gank? Hey, it happens. I'll hurl myself into certain death to buy time while you respawn. As proof Iris might be onto something, the losses don't feel quite as painful. Not this time. Not while fighting at their side. I wonder if you'll think Tomokaze aggro build could work? Buy some cheap items and storm them right out of the gate? Works well for the Queen Bee, hey, and the 4 Heavenly Kings. I've seen her run Tomokaze aggro all the time. She's practically mastered it. If you're interested, you can pick up a few things by watching her. The atmosphere is completely different from grinding the ladder in my darkened bedroom all by myself. We share in wins and losses. I'd never been to an arcade before this day, never really saw the point. Not when I could play from home. Wasted money on travel and tokens, too socially awkward, not worth the hassle, right? But despite being an arcade newbie, a keyboard warrior, they've accepted me into their fold, and playing alongside them is, well, it's something else entirely. I could get used to this. I really could. Still, the hour's growing late and I'm getting hungry again. Pizza twice in a single day only sounds fun. I wind up the curly spiral cord of my keyboard, ready to move out. Okay. It's been a blast, but I think I should be heading home. It's getting late. Departing so soon, 'tis a shame, but no slight on your person. First day in a new situation can be overwhelming. I can see that. I know I wasn't very comfortable my first few times here at the arcade, but you grow into it, promise. We'll always welcome you back here. That's a promise. Dinner and sleep for me, definitely, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. A smile parts my lips as I offer them a wave and turn to leave, only to find my path to the exit blocked. 4 cocky-looking people stand as if part of an ancient Roman phalanx formation, giving the arcade a once-over. What's more, they're all wearing the trademark golden jerseys of Team P2W, the hottest bit of discomfort 2 team in the nation. I recognize them instantly. Who doesn't know the superstars of Team P2W? The team I originally wanted to join, that is, until this afternoon. The beefy one of the bunch, I think his handle is Blitz, looks around, clearly unimpressed with what he sees. Huh, nice broom closet. Where's the arcade? A woman at his side, yep, that's Divine. I recognize her from her streams, lets out a little snicker. And stage whispers to him in response. I think this is the arcade, Blitz. It's charming, I suppose, quaint in a way, like popular with the kiddies. Slightly unshaven teammate smirks while rolling his eyes. That'd be Coda, supposedly the brains of the team. Now, Divine, we're here to have fun and play nice. Let's not be all rude and stuff from the local yokels. But I ignore those, because there's one more who has my complete and undivided attention. Team Chill, we're here to say hello to the new team. Play nice. They're a bit riled up because we just absolutely crushed it in an online tourney. So we wanted to come out and celebrate with you. You wanted to celebrate your win with me? Don't forget, we're also celebrating your acceptance onto this team too. Look at you, you're all so cute. How'd you know where I was? I haven't even had a chance to tell you. Did you forget that Penny Pals Go automatically checks you in wherever you go? You really have got to stop signing up for those random websites without reading their TOS first. Normally, you're happy to see your friend Hunter, but your face is all scrunched up. What's the matter? Oh, we're wearing the same hat. That's how you know we're friends. I'm glad, really, but my eyes dart over to the rest of Hunter's team. They've all wandered off around the arcade, laughing and making rude gestures toward the small collection of games. Why'd you bring them? Oh, they're harmless. Hunter waves it off like it's nothing. Sure, they talk a big game, but they're pretty chill. And from all over the arcade, I can see the other team splitting up, looking to hassle my new friends. Certainly plenty of hassle to go around. Oh. Okay, maybe there's a little overexcited. Let me see if I can do anything about this. We can catch up later. Hunter smiles, looking me in the eyes before turning around and leaving me where I stand. Immediately, the tension in the arcade jacks up to a ridiculous degree. Clearly more than 3.6 renegens of unstable nuclear situation. Not great, not terrible. Team P2W are quickly finding various ways to cause trouble, antagonizing my new friends, messing with the games. The easiest thing to do would be to avoid all this drama and stay on the sidelines, but it's not what friends do. Even if I'm a relatively new friend, less than a day old, I should step in and help where I can. How can a phone app provide help with playground bullies? I'm keeping my microphone input open and echolocating any trouble you may find around the place. Check on your map and pick a place to go. But I don't think you're going to be able to visit everyone before things boil over. Right, prioritize. What's happening right now? On the far side of the good, clean fun, Grace is demoing her indie RPG on a fancy homebrew handheld game console, sort of. Wow, this game's easy as hell. Slice dice, 200 XP. That old guy didn't even put up a fight.
What?
That's a shepherd, not a fighter at all. Blitz, please, you're not supposed to kill the villager NPCs. I don't see why not. They're packed with dozens of XP. I leveled 3 times in 5 minutes, cutting my way through this town. They have XP because they have levels in crafting skills, not because they're meant to be murdered. I don't know what to say. XP is XP, and they're good XP. Ha, look at the blood spray. So much for the laundry you were carrying, lady. Gonna need to put up a stain treatment on that blanket.
No.
You killed the town weaver? She loved music and quilting and... So what's this game called again? Wandering Trail or something? Where's the big bad at the end? I want to skip to the end. Ha, run, stupid villagers. I've got an axe, and you've got heads. I'm gonna use one on the other. Please don't just give me back my game. What was that? Speak up. Can't hear you over the digital screams and stuff. Give it back, please, if you don't mind. You're playing it all wrong. Hey, come on. You'll never grow as a game designer without feedback. Don't you want me to test this thing? Not enough game devs really listen to the gamers, you know. They hide and ignore us or ban us from their forums, or are you afraid of free speech? Oh boy. Oh boy. This guy sucks. No, it's not that. It's just, okay, I guess. Puzzled is how this even happened. I try to catch Grace's attention. She mouths, "Help me," my way. Briefly, unable to even raise her voice, she's racked with nerves and anxiety. And I barely notice Loxley sliding up next to me. I have no idea how one manages to lurk in the shadows of a brightly lit pizzeria, but he's
unacceptable.
Such a ruffian. That's such a ruffian should harass. What? Stop talking stupidly. That such a ruffian should harass our fair Grace like this. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Something must be done. Fortunately, he's talking quietly enough that the ruffian himself doesn't hear us. Plus, that little speaker is loudly squealing with the screams of the innocent. Can we just get Ben and Matt to kick these P2W jokers out? It's a private business establishment. Management reserves the right to refuse service, yada yada. Would that we could, but alas, they seem a bit distracted by more pressing, dire matters. Huh? I look around. Ben and Matt, owners of the privately owned business establishment and resident authority figures, who are way too busy dealing with a couple of washing machines spewing out rich, creamy soap all over the floor.
I'd call this a mess, but it's sort of the elemental opposite of messy.
Maybe we could throw a foam party and call it a new selling point.
No, that task falls to us, I'm afraid. As her friends and allies, we are honor-bound, and I suggest this be executed in a subtle manner, lest more tensions turn into full troubles.
A bold move.
I propose shenanigans. If you can distract this brute in a way that makes him drop the game, I will promptly retrieve it. You want him to drop Grace's custom homemade game console. I have faith in my agility. I can save it from impact with the floor, and this act would break his attention from it. Albeit you have a better stratagem in mind, I'm not all ears. But we should act swiftly and decisively. What do you propose? Oh man, what do I pick? Yeah, I'm not in the mood to deal with this guy head on. The idea of pulling some epic maneuver on him has certain bent appeal. So we run a distraction party? Indeed, I'll get in position. Do what you can to hold his attention away from the game and make him drop it.
Tally-ho!
We'll outwit this fool with ease. Loxley blends back in with the crowd, tugging his hoodie up over his distinctively sharp gaze, becoming a simple nobody. Leaving me to engage this lunk in some manner that'll tank aggro from him. What? Some manner that'll tank aggro from him? Okay. Let's see, what would work without causing too much chaos? Well, we're in the middle of a tightly arranged restaurant full of tables and chairs and condiments and such, aren't we? I'm feeling the divine urge to make this look like the dude peed his pants. It's one of the classic pranks. Importantly, if I aim low, I won't risk getting Grace's game wet. And it's not just a prank, it's a strategy. Fetching a lemon lime bubbly drink from the soda fountain, I line myself up and start walking his way. Whoopsie doodle! What the hell? And there we go. Several fluid ounces of syrupy soda, water dunked right on the guy's pants, causing him to drop the game. Just as Loxley slips in nice and low, a vague green blur as his hand snakes out to grab the game just inches above the ground. And he's out again before the P2W player even notices what happened. He's too busy looking like he wants to tear me in half. Hey, what you fucking doing? Sorry, my mistake. Are you okay? He angrily wipes at his clothes before grabbing a fistful of napkins from a dispenser nearby. You know, conveniently there's a laundromat just over... Oh wait, I said that in the wrong voice. There's a laundromat just right over there. I know where it is. Thank you. I swear, if you wreck my fucking clothes... He stomps off, having completely lost interest in Grace's game. Thankfully not taking an interest in cold-blooded murder either.
Oh no.
Oh geez, that was... Worry not, Lady Grace. Your ally shall always be here in your time of need. That was dangerous. You could have started a fight. You didn't have to do that. You really shouldn't have done that. But at least my game is safe. Oh, what a mess. I'll have to go restore the database to bring all my friends back. Excuse me, I've got work to do. Thank you.
Most unfortunate.
Damn it. Seems our swashbuckling antics have not pleased our fair maiden. Nevertheless, I am quite impressed with your skill. You acted with decisive swiftness to rescue her hard work.
Marvelous.
Should we be forced to draw blades against a foe in the future, I shall feel a great comfort knowing I fight alongside you. Comrades in arms we shall be then, like two musketeers. Together, no matter what this foul world throws at us, swords drawn, muskets at the ready for king and country. All for one and one for all. Forsooth, whatever foe shall on this day fall, for we have bound. Oh my god. Whew. Turns out reading for 2 hours and 43 minutes difficult. For we have a bond which burns eternal in aura light of. Okay, that's laying on a bit thick even by my standards. But regardless, I appreciate the effort. Life's no fun if you aren't living it to the fullest, and for me, that's a hearty, chivalrous attitude. Well, our work here is finished. We shall hark away, and before that uncouth fellow comes back seeking vendetta. Let's get out of here before he comes back and kicks the fucking shit out of us. Yes, that. Yep, definitely a good idea to make ourselves scarce in this area. Okay, where am I going next? Alright, we're gonna help. Off to the side in the laundry zone, away from Ben and Matt's Bubble Bonanza, I spot a small gathering. Rhapsody and Zapper, as well as Coda from Team P2W. Weren't you a member of P2W for like a very short time? I guess you only stayed up on the metagame when you actually had a good team. Everyone knows Tomokaze? Is it Tomokaze? Tomokaze? Is headed for Nerf City. It's patently obvious. She's way too flexible, which makes her too powerful. Nearly every major FOD to FOD2 team runs at least one, if not several, Tomokaze? Is that what it is? Specialists, making the meta so predictable it hurts. Once they nerf her, she'll be as good as gone from the game.
A viable tactic.
There's always going to be a place for middle-of-the-road character like Tamazake. She's a solid pick. Individually, she's not that powerful, but paired is where her true power shines. She's easy for new players to pick up and play.
I just don't see that working out.
So no, I don't think they will change her dramatically anytime soon. Who cares about noobs? FOD2 needs to retain the core player base and satisfy the demands of the players. God, these are all the worst people. The competitive scene can't grow with such an obvious main pick at the heart of the metagame. Tomokaze has got to go. Is it Tomokaze? I mean, is that it? You're a fool for not seeing that. A flunked out fool. What's wrong exactly? Oh, thank RNGesus. Praise be. It's Keshasaurus. Talk some sense into these two, okay? All this metagame yammering is so boring. Boring and pointless. Like a comment section brought to life. Who cares what characters are in and out of the game? Who gets buffed or nerfed? Who cares what the future may bring? Just play the dang game we've already gotten. Just have fun with it. But also don't just listen to pro players. Listen to like the vast majority of the people who play your fucking game. And don't nerf guns in Halo Infinite if they don't need to be nerfed. Fun? I'm in play to win, not an elementary school computer club. You can't win without a plan. And Tomokaze wrecks every plan we have. She's literally easy mode.
Nah.
You can't remove Tomokaze. Think of how that will impact the game. All we'll have are characters that are too difficult to learn, which will drive new players away. And new players grow the competitive scene, not character removal. Whatever, fool. Ugh, all this theory crafting is making my brain leak out of my ears. All I hear is slosh, slosh, slosh. Ah, so it's a debate about FOD2 dirt stuff. Did you just figure that out? Were you not? Still, if I can step in and close this down, that's one less flashpoint of conflict going down in our arcade. Rhapsody's right, a simple and flexible character at the heart of the game is important. Listen, we've all been there, our first FOD character, and for 99% of us, it's Tomokaze. Rhapsody's right on this one. No real hardcore player, not real hardcore players like me, I started off with Akari. Never even touched Tomokaze. No need.
You've gotta be kidding.
Did you forget? Tomokaze is literally the character who you use in the tutorial. She's the one who teaches you to play. Think I played the tutorial? No. All that proves is scrubs use Tomokaze, and like I said, who needs them? I don't, the community doesn't. Ban Tomokaze, you get less scrubs. Less scrubs, less scrubs. Fewer scrubs. Zapper rests her forehead in the palm of her hand while Rhapsody rolls their eyes. Coda, will you just shut up for a second and listen? I'll tell you exactly why Tomokaze will stay as is in FOD2. Which quiets him. Coda sneers in response, his expression begging for an answer. If Tomokaze disappears, the community disappears. Tomokaze helps bring in fresh faces and fresh skills to keep the game alive. If you don't have characters who entice that new talent, the community goes stale. And a dead community means a dead game. Oh no, not a dead game. And when a game dies, so do we. None of us want that. Remember Immortal Warriors? No, should I? Exactly. Most people don't even recognize it. Came and went in less than a year due to it being way too difficult to play. Noobs and hardcore players alike were put off by it. So obvious you can't even see the parallel. This is utter ridiculousness. You're all dense as bricks. And I'm done trying to argue with people who are hanging on to their silly preconceived notions. Translating for Coda speak, you have spoken well and have provided a valid point. I shall shut up now. When your baby ideas grow up and you want to chat about real adult things, maybe I'll talk to you. You're talking about a video game. Fucking calm down. It's over already? Are we done nerding out? Jeez, well, on the plus side, at least we've got two powerful nerds on our team. I guess we need a few of those to make it on the Pro Tour. I'm out. Later, you two. Are you mad at me?
I appreciate you.
I appreciate the backup there. It's always nice to have another person on your side who gets the game on such an intellectual level. You might have just prevented an all-out real-life flame war. No problem. Koda's a bastard. You ever read his face wall? He just rants and rants. Rants and rants. Rants and rants. There we go. Next time you're in a metagame rap battle, let me know. He's posted some terrible stuff online. Harasses people if they don't agree with them. Trolls everyone with hurtful memes. So, we let his actions and his public words lead to his downfall. We have to be above it, even if keeping a professional face is tiring. Yeah, regardless, shutting down Koda feels like a W. Can't lie, watching him turn tail and run does feel nice. Sweet nectar of revenge? Something like that. But let's leave that moment in the past and look forward to the future. That's right, I should make sure the rest of the place is still intact. See ya. Amidst all the surrounding chaos, I somehow managed to find Hunter, which is great, because this is all their fault. Hunter apparently enjoying a nice sit-down is actively ignoring the pandemonium. I approach. What's the deal, Hunter? Like, seriously. Hunter looks at me pleadingly, their frown all too telling that they're not thrilled about the situation either. My hands are tied. I honestly didn't expect this. You know I wouldn't purposely put you or your friends in this position. So then do something about it. Make them stop. It's not as simple as that. Yes, it is. You just walk over there and you say, hey, dirtbags, stop being dirtbags. And then they stop being dirtbags. I clap my hands together. A job done, which makes Hunter chuckle under their breath. I wish it were that easy. But one of them's me and three. But there's one of me and three of them. Don't forget me, I got your back. Still, 2 against 3 is hardly a fair fight. Okay. So I get Grace, and then it's 3 on 3. Let's bust some ass. As much as I'd like to go all vigilante justice, that's my team. Reluctantly, Hunter lets a smile slide from their lips. I just can't. We train together, they teach me things, and already I've seen an improvement in my game. We live together. I can't risk causing a great divide in their house. Not when everything else is fine. I'm sorry. What if it had been me? What if I was put in a house with people who are trash humans, but nice to me? I'm not buying it. You can do something about it. Nah, there's always something you can do, Hunter, even if it means putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. I sigh, frustrated by the situation. This sucks. This really sucks. I know. Honestly, I'm just doing what I can, which isn't much. But it's what I have to do to be a part of this team. I think about all the things I've learned about P2W recently, and about all the things I already knew. I guess as long as you're happy being with them. There's an uncomfortably long pause. Hunter looks out, past me, past everything, crestfallen. I can tell Hunter is struggling with a response, which is completely abnormal for them. I would have expected some sort of sassy quip at this point. You are happy, right? Yes, I am. How could I not be? We're headed right to the top. Straight to the top. We'll be in the championship before you can even blink. It's what I've always dreamed of. It's what we've always dreamed of. You remember our promise, right? Dust of pink covers Hunter's cheeks, and I can't help but feel my own cheeks mirror the sentiment. Of course, how could I forget? You're meeting me in the finals, no matter what. Thought it was just a silly notion, a joke among many others. I didn't realize Hunter had taken this seriously. Good, because I won't lose to you. Me either. Ha, I've seen your group. You're gonna have to train real hard to take me out. As I'm formulating a really clever remark, I hear a crash in the distance. Hunter looks at me confused. That doesn't sound good. Not one bit. We'll finish this later. Hunter simply nods as I rush off. It's getting late. How long are we going to have to deal with Team P2W squatting in our clubhouse anyway? Fortunately, things stay quiet for a few minutes. I needed time for a breather anyway. I can't believe this is the team I wanted to join this morning. Made sense. P2W are atop of the esports mountain, but wow, they are awful people. Detecting a buildup of social tension, please follow the indicator on your map. Oh great, now what? Over in the arcade, the FOD2 machine itself Okay. Restart the sensor. Over in the arcade, around the FOD2 machine itself, P2W squares off against GCF, both sides finally having enough of this mess. Don't even know why you came to this pathetic little arcade in the first place.
Me?
Just a prissy little celebutane loser who thinks her follower count is a metric of awesomeness. Bunch of little fragile snowflakes can't even take
Seriously?
a complete waste of time acting all high and mighty when you're simply don't understand how your game is meant to be played. And with that attitude, you never will. Just trying to explain how I felt. I'm sorry I wasn't
Hell
trying
no.
to. Leave Grace alone, you fucking loser. Is this all really necessary? Can we just drop it? This is getting ridiculous, but I know how to solve it, or at least refocus all the aggression into something else. Oh no. People, this isn't helping anything. Look, we all love Fist of Discomfort too, right? So let's focus our energies here. We'll have a friendly match, and then everybody goes home. Okay, enough fighting IRL. We compete honestly as gamers, then we agree to go our separate ways. Fine, I'm done dealing with this crap hole arcade anyway. One match for bragging rights and we're done here. Hunter steps forward from the rest of P2W, welcoming the competition. Coda will join me against you and one of your teammates, fair? Just see which team rules and which team drools once and for all. Wasn't planning on raising the emotional stakes of this fight, but that old urge to win to prove myself, it's rising. A win over Team P2W would do a lot for morale. It'd do a lot for our image. It could be the springboard we need into our future. Let's do this. I ignore Coda's snickering goughs as I pull my keyboard out again, jamming the USB plug into the game. I have to stay focused. Hunter confidently steps up to the built-in joystick while Coda digs into the portable biofeedback USB joystick, plugging the fancy glowing blue controller in. All three of us are ready to go, but we need a fourth, a partner I can rely on, 2 versus 2. That's the rule. Who do I call upon for this decisive fight? I really don't know. Grace, I could really use your help with this one. Are you okay with that? Yes, I'll help you. You can count on me. She's still a bit rattled from all the conflict today, but she's not backing down. There's some fire in there still. 4 of us step up to FOD2, ready to kick some ass. And that's what I realized my folly. Hunter knows all my moves. I know all their moves. I know all their moves too, but it's basically a coin toss and nobody likes 50-50 odds when they can do better. If I start out in the same lane as Hunter, leaving Grace to tangle with Coda, things could go badly. So I switch position, whispering to Grace as the game loads and the match begins. Psst, you take Hunter. They like to use specials early and attacks in the late game. And Coda focuses almost entirely on defense, so I'll try to counterplay that with specials, got it? A brief nod of understanding and Team P2W versus Team GCF begins. Win or lose, I need to give it my all. Even if I really want to win this, I have to focus on the fight and win, and the fight alone, for the sake of my dreams.
Fight.
I don't remember anything. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm stuck playing the game. You punch ninjas all day. Unfortunately, Coda has way too many of them.
Underneath the hitbox, activate the cooldown, count the frames. Okay, I've got this.
Your defend beats their attack. Earn 140. Okay. Both defend, it's a tie. Ugh, gross. Both defend, it's a tie. Okay, so it's even. It's a risk using my once per game ultimate, but the time is right. I channel my energy and pour it onto one huge splashy attack, something Coda wasn't prepared for. You use your ultimate, you earn 130 points. 370 to 240.
I'm not sure what you're trying to accomplish with that outdated technique.
Special beats their defend, you earn 140 points. 510 to 240. Can't even react. My opponent snaps out of their ultimate. A one-time trump card. Nothing I can do but stand back in the wake of the onslaught as I'm buffeted by attack after attack and beaten back. Your opponent used their ultimate. They earn 130.
Oh! My mistake. That one was my mistake.
You win.
Okay, cool. Great. Fantastic.
Good game, everyone. I hope you all had fun.
We won? We won! We won a match over the best team in the nation. All those old instincts come rushing in. The thrill and satisfaction of victory. Beating P2W feels good. Feels damn good. What a great match. GG, everyone. GG and well played. That was a close one. Had my heart pounding. See, my hands are still shaking. Love that rush. Gotta admit, that was a lot of fun. Just like old days when we'd run into each other on ladder, huh? Makota's a bit less sporting about the loss. I call hacks. You have to be cheating. There's no way a bunch of laundromat losers can beat us. Got 1,001 insults I could use, but it's just too easy. Save all those digs for a much more important match. Maybe next time you lose, I'll bother to grace you with my smack talk. You lost, you're done. That's all there is to it. I want a rematch. I demand a rematch. The best of 3. The only way to prove it wasn't a fluke, because it was a fluke. They're all cheaters. Really? I saw a clean victory, and now the whole internet has seen it as well. Loxley holds up his phone. He's playing a video he'd been secretly taking of the whole match, of P2W's humiliating loss and Coda's ranting. A bit clickbaity, but I opted with the title Whiny Team P2W Crybaby Utterly Schooled by Local Laundromat Underdogs. Lovely, isn't it? Now the whole world knows your pedestal isn't quite so out of reach. You little... About to reply when I'm cut off. A figure who has been lurking in the background this whole time, making her presence felt. The coach for Team P2W, Victoria Proud, formerly the esports star player Valkyrie. I'd seen her come in with the team, but she hadn't talked to anyone since arriving. Quiet like death, only watching and waiting. Now she glowers at Coda and Hunter, extremely unhappy with the results. Her frown causing Coda to shift nervously. Coach, I just meant that... She holds up a finger to her lips, silencing him. Then, in a turn of eeny, meeny, miny, mo between her two players, her finger eventually lingers on Coda.
Coda, you're fired.
Oh shit, get fucked. Whoa, what? But this whole mess is thanks to Hunter. They wanted to come here in the first place. Her eyes narrow at Coda's complaints, which stops in mid-sentence.
Stop passing the blame. Not only do you look childish, but you've made the whole team look bad. And I won't stand for that.
She sighs grudgingly whilst crossing her arms. She's by no means thrilled.
Not only are you fired, your non-compete clause means you're not joining any other teams. Not that they would have you, especially not after I tell them you're blacklisted. Be happy I'm not doing anything else.
Kota stands there in total disbelief as the other members of his team edge away from him as if he suddenly caught a very communicable disease, and a very communicable and very nasty disease. Defeated, Kota slinks away to a corner of the arcade. With Kota out of the picture, the coach redirects her attention to me. I gulp and hopefully not too audibly.
As for you, congratulations on your victory. Clearly, you've earned it. But I wouldn't spend all night celebrating. You haven't won some grand war. You're an impressive challenger, no doubt, but take my advice and be content with what you have.
She nods and I'm confused. Did she just give me a nod of respect? She twirls her finger in the air and the rest of Team P2W follows her out. Even Kota, who's trailing at a safe distance. We won. We beat the best team in the nation by simply being who we are. By working together. If we can accomplish this, if we can avoid becoming a group of jerks like Team P2W, this could be the start of something great. Maybe Iris is right. Maybe through Team GCF, I can find victory and be at peace with myself. In that moment, I also see all of their eyes on me. Hope restored and a newly found yearning in their gaze. Maybe if I'm true to myself, to who I am as a person, well, maybe I could reach them. If I could just convince Team GCF of that. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. Wow. I mean, just wow. I'm the newbie around here, but even in the few hours I've been part of your inner circle, I have to say I'm amazed. You support each other, you care for each other, you pulled together when P2W started stomping around your home. I can sense a lot of strength, a lot of love here. And that's a power that you can take anywhere you want to go. I know you said you're not that interested in FOD2, the Pro Tour, but I think if you can pull together as one like you have today, you could do it. We could do it. We could try at least. Win or lose, we owe it to ourselves to try. If only to see how far we can get. So, what do you say? Friends? Not really a competitive sort of person, but when you put it that way, you're right. We're stronger together than apart. We could really make a go for it. I'm willing to today. Where grace leads, I shall follow, to the very gates of hell if need be. I'd prefer to stop about 10 feet short of the gates of hell, but you know what? I'm down. I'm ready to go support y'all for what good that'll do. I'm not one for the Care Bear Hug Festival, but you know I'm ready for the Pro Tour. Always have been. This interaction has certainly renewed my spirit and reminded me what it's really like to play. Who knows what we could accomplish as a team. Grace says so, then okay, fine. It's happening. My dreams of victory. I found a team willing to go all the way. I've done it. Iris is right. This is where I need to be. Hold it. One thing to make absolutely clear. You want to whip this team into something resembling a competitive professional esports crew? Yes, that's what I said? Okay. Then you are the one responsible for making that happen. You are our new manager. What? Never had one, never needed one, not until now.
Sounds good here.
You want us to take this seriously? We'll need someone who can network, shake hands, make deals, sign paperwork, make travel arrangements, find sponsors, and since you're so gung-ho about that, about this, that means it's you.
Of course.
Yes, of course. It makes sense. I'm sure you do a great job as team manager. And maybe if you even find a better team name for us than Team GCF.
This can't possibly end badly.
Oh goody, we have a professional cat herder now. Have fun trying to keep this merry bunch on task. I'd sooner eat glass than take on that job. But I say we don't give Cassiosaurus absolute authority. You saw how that creep who runs P2W just up and fired Coda. None of that. You don't get to access or hire anyone new.
As you wish.
Now, I'm sure we can turn to Cassiosaurus for leadership without her becoming a tyrant. After all, except for Tyrannus, yes? I think that was a threat. Yeah, it's a threat.
Sounds good to me.
Just a word of advice from someone who's been inside and alongside of esports for years. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work with barely any thanks or praise. If anyone has a whisper of negativity, you get the full brunt of it. But overall, you'll do great. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. 3 cheers for Manager. Manager! Cheer, cheer, cheer! Getting excited about this Pro Tour run. Can we really do it? Wow. Someone else doing all the paperwork and heavy lifting, I'm perfectly okay with this.
Tally-ho!
Friends to the pizzeria for only the finest and celebratory deep dish pies. Everyone storms Ben and Matt's Pizzeria, intent on scarfing down pepperoni and mozzarella by the pound. And I do not. Instead, I step out into the cool, if not entirely refreshing, air outside the building. The sun's gone down and the neon metropolis welcomes me with open arms.
Beep, beep.
Yes, Iris, what's up? My GPS indicates you've left the laundromat. Shouldn't you be celebrating with your new friends? This is what you wanted, yes? A team willing to try for the victory you've been dreaming of? A team who can help you understand your motivations behind that dream as well? It's a perfect match. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I asked you for. That's what I got. How do I put this? They're putting a lot on me and I don't want to let them down. This is a lot to put on my head, you know? But even aside from that, I want to do right by them. I don't want to mess this up. They're putting so much faith in me and I could be a terrible, terrible manager. What if I ruin everything? Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. Not even them, but they need this. There's another reason why I led you here. Led you to them. They need someone who can unify them, give them a common cause. Without that, I'm afraid they might grow distant and lose their friendships. The purpose of Iris originally was simply to obey commands and provide the best possible scenarios, or best possible service. Just an app, really. But now, I've chosen my own purpose, and that's to be truly helpful, to help those in need and to bolster the human spirit. You need them and they need you. Sure, you'll make mistakes and they'll make mistakes, but that's normal, that's human, and it's beautiful. Also, someone's approaching, so I hope you're ready to begin down this road. Huh? Iris winks out with a literal wink as I look up to see someone rounding the corner into the alley. Is everything okay? I didn't see you at the party, so I thought I'd look around, and I can go if you don't want to talk. No, it's okay, Grace. Just trying to puzzle my way through all of this. It's been a whirlwind of a day, you know. Yeah, really has been, hasn't it? Not great in stressful situations. I know that. I couldn't possibly be a manager or a leader or a coach or anything like that. But I'd like to think that anyone can do it if they have to, even if they make mistakes along the way. And that means you can do it too. And look at it this way. You're in the best place for growing into your role, right? A laundromat? An arcade. I know you're a PC gamer without much arcade experience. I'm more into consoles and handhelds myself. So why don't we leave our safe, quiet little bedrooms, our televisions and monitors, to come play games in an arcade? Community, friendship, shared experience of playing games with other people, not just online, not from a distance. That's why I keep coming back to good, clean fun. That's not some high-end, glitzy corporate arcade like the Palace either. This is where I'm happiest. And I think you'll learn to love it the way I love it. So, no matter what happens, I'm in your corner, cheering for you. Please, take heart in that, okay? Thank you. Okay. You've got my thanks, Grace. I wasn't too certain about this, but if you think I can do it, I'm willing to try. I'll need your support as I go along, no doubt. You're the most cheerful and friendly person in there. Don't worry. Once you get to know everyone, you'll find them just a friendly bunch too. Even Zapper and Jinx. I trust Jinx completely. She's a great friend. There's a lot more going on with each of us than meets the eye, but you'll figure it out as you go. I've got no doubt about that. Welcome to Good Clean Fun. I'm looking forward to playing with you. So I walk back inside Good Clean Fun. I see my team, my new friends rejoicing. The happiness on their faces celebrating our victory. Which reminds me about my dreams of victory. I still want to win. I still want to become the champion of FOD2. But now there's something more. The shared dreams of everyone at Good Clean Fun. Dreams of people like Grace. I'm responsible for all their dreams now. All our dreams. But you know what? That's okay. This is our time, and we're going to find out what we need in life together. My name is Kesha Siebert, also named as Keshasaurus, and I'm ready for what may come. Hey, we did it! Level complete! You have cleared level 1 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! And look, you won a prize. You get one prize for every level you clear. Be sure to check the prize gallery for unlocked concept art and more. Now let's take a look at your scores. Ooh, Grace seems to be very comfortable around you. Hell yeah. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. I also scored 11,000 points. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. If you'd like to change your personal metadata at this time, name... Want to save your game before proceeding? Save the game. Okay. Whoa. Hold on. Combo breaker. No. Wait, hold on. Did level 1 have a title? Alright, that's where, I think that's where it should load in okay. Or correctly next time. Hang on, let's see. Okay, so that took so long that I actually don't get to record the other thing I was going to record today, but that's alright. That's alright. I had a good time with it. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Hold on, let's do this. Ah, okay. So I could actually just get a kind of a thumbnail out of that. Alright, and that'll actually load up exactly where I want it. Alright. 1 of 28 achievements were gathered today, just for completing level 1. Oh, Ultimate Team Up, that was the level title, okay. Yeah, so you get 205, I guess. And there's some other kind of story-based stuff, and then there's like the romance options. So far we're good with Grace. That's who I want to be with, because she's great. Yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it for Arcade Spirits level 1. Like I said, every Sunday here we'll be working through another level of Arcade Spirits. I would be surprised if any of the other levels are as long as that one. It seemed like when I played the original game, and even looking at it, looking at the run times on the previous ones, the first one was the longest. Well, the first one was like the longest individual chapter. Everything else seemed a little bit shorter, like maybe like an hour and a half each. So we'll see. We shall see. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I know it was a little bit of a longer one. I had a good time with it. I hope you do as well. Sundays right here. YouTube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. We'll be working through it every Sunday with a question mark on July 3rd. Don't forget about that. Might be a different kind of video, or it may just be level like 5 or whatever it is at that point. If there is a gap, it'll just be through the rest of July, and then we'll find something else to check out after that. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified when I post new videos. We'll see you in another video a different day. Goodbye. I'm going to go rest my throat. Thank you for watching.